Chat. First of all, doesn't this song rip? Like, come on. Let's fucking get into it. It's a Friday night, bitch. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to. I've had 2 shots. Please forgive me. But hold on a second. I just want to prepare everybody for the scuff that's about to happen. Okay? Because this is why I'm late. All right, now the music's getting a little too intense for me, chat. There's gonna be a lot of scuff happening tonight, and I just need you guys to just bear with me, okay? We're gonna do what we can to manage. But here it goes. Oh no, it didn't work! No, it didn't! Okay, first of all, Keita wasn't supposed to be here yet. Alright, hold on. Hold on, chat. Don't look. Stop looking. Stop looking. Don't look. I made this. Don't look. Stop. Hold on, I have to figure out how to fix this. It's in here somewhere. Okay, don't look at him. Don't look at him. It's just me. It's just us. It's just us. It's just us. It's just the two of them. Stop! Stop it! What the fuck? What the fuck is happening to my face? There we go.
What?
Mom! Where's my mom? Wait, I heard her. Where was she? Okay, holy shit, this is already overstimulating. Anyways, chat, I literally made this 15 minutes before we started. It's cute. Look what else I made. Are you ready for this? Boom! Yeah! Let's go! It's the community checkpoint logo. It just dropped. And it's featuring Tangential Tales by Kito-san. And we're hanging out today. Let's go. This music's it's just so good. Hold on, I gotta like definitely turn it down. It's so loud, chat. Anyways, how's everybody doing? Happy Friday, we made it. My hand's in the other box now, because again, scuff, I tried my best. I duplicated this scene to copy all the assets, and unfortunately when you add stuff to the duplicate, it adds it to the original. So that's why this is like this. This used to be my my usual stream setup. I'm gonna have to fix it. I'm not gonna worry about it because I've had 2 shots and we're just gonna focus on me and you, chat. Just me and you and just what's going on. And this is how it's gonna look until I get Keto in here. And he definitely would only be here for the first time when I bring him in here, chat. And it's definitely like he's not been here earlier. But anyway, how's everybody doing? There's a logo? Yeah! I just made it! I just made it because I love to make logos, chat. But yeah, Keito is the one that drew the grump heads. He's super talented. We love him. Super talented, super Scottish. I mean, how can you hate Keito? He's great. Also ADHD riddled, so you know it's gonna be a fun night tonight, chat. So if you got questions, if you got topics, make sure to pipe up when we're talking, cause we're gonna be yapping with you guys and hanging out. 2 shots of what? Crown Royal Apple. It's literally just whiskey, apple flavored whiskey. It's delicious. ADHD is for the strong. Hell yeah, super cool egotistical guy, 89. Welcome in. Yeah, hell yeah, let's fucking go. You know what? Round of applause for our troops braving the front lines with ADHD, autism, OCD, BPD, all the beautiful mental illnesses that we are living day to day with. You guys are soldiers every damn day, pushing through it. Round of applause, seriously. We do it. We do it. We're out here. Let's fucking go. Silva, what's up? Welcome in. How are you doing? You're gonna go tonight? Oh, shit. Okay, well, have a good night. But yeah, get your zaps, guys. Sigma and beautiful. Hell yeah. You know what? I respect you for that, super cool guy. Tanner, welcome in. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for liking what I've done. It'll look a lot better when Keto's here. It will look a lot more natural than it does now. Right now, it's like I've got a house and these are the windows and I can just kind of like put my hand in the other window really quick. Smuggles, what's up? Smartphone alarms have made ADHD a lot more manageable. So at work, I'm gonna give you guys a scenario, which is my waking nightmare every single day. At my job, there are no clocks. on the walls. And I don't need to say more than that because people suffering with ADHD understand why that's a problem. There are no fucking clocks on the walls. And so I have to listen to the Animal Crossing OST, which plays hourly, in order to know how much time I have left to do what I need to do. So that's what I do. That's the hack chat. I also have at least 8 different alarms. I have 8 different alarms, and I play the Animal Crossing soundtrack hourly. Nintendo Music. So if you have a Nintendo subscription, download Nintendo Music on your smartphone, and you can play it hourly so that you know when the music changed, it's a new hour, and it's great. It's amazing. And it makes you feel like everything that you're doing at your job is in progress to make a beautiful new Animal Crossing town. Because it's like no different than playing the game. You're like, oh, I'm just watering my plants. I'm just terraforming right now. Kitsune, thank you so much for the follow. And new Bantix, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. I'm so sorry for the scuff. Zemia with a 7 stream streak. Hold on, I gotta get the streaks in, guys. What's up, Zemia? How are you doing? Thank you so much for a week streak. It rhymes. Manny, coming in with a 40 stream streak. How have you been, Manny? It is so good to see you. Thank you so much for being here for 40 fucking days in a row. Thank you so much for the hydrate. I have a full fucking water bottle. Oh, we're doing an affirmation chat. We're literally gonna leave Keto in the dust because I could sit here and talk to you guys all day. I don't even need another person. I'm kidding. I love Keto. He's coming in here. Don't you worry. But I got your affirmation. Who asked for the affirmation? Let me just check really quick. Okay, first of all, super cool. Ask for a yes or no. Let me do that really quick. Super cool guy. You gotta know. I am so sorry about that. It also was kind of a subpar flip, but you gotta know. So hopefully that was okay for you. And then we've got Zemia, of course. Howdy, I'm Keito's neighbor ex. Oh shit, yeah, we were gonna do stream together. Thank you so much for reminding me. We're gonna do Zemia's affirmation. Hold on a second. How do I do stream together, chat? That is the question. I might have to actually do it through the browser. Because I'm a caveman when it comes to, yes? What's up, Hockey? Oh. What the fuck? I don't know what just happened. Bro, I don't know what just fucking happened. Dude, I don't know what happened. I didn't even press that button. That was wild. Hold on a second. I gotta, where's Kitsune? Not Kitsune. I'm so sorry. I'm thinking of something else. I don't know what I'm thinking of, though. He's not showing up in my following for some reason. Weird. Here, I'm gonna knock on his stream. Uh-oh. He's waiting for me, chat. Chat, we gotta wrap this up. Okay, let me say hi to everybody. DJ, Cupcake, Seed, hello, how are you? Zemia, let me get your affirmation. I'm gonna shuffle the cards really quickly. Because I'm just literally yapping without audio on a stream. Also, hi Pocky, how's it going? Okay, whatever card speaks to me, Zemia. Ooh, I like this one. Okay, Zemia, get ready for this, okay? Positive words to remind everybody. This is applicable to everybody, but priority is Zemia. You are a gift, okay? You are a gift to the world. When you lead with kindness and love, you create a ripple effect that benefits more people than you'll ever know. Your presence, your knowledge, and your passions contribute to the greater good of the world. You are a gift. Can I get a hell fucking yeah? Because that was fucking amazing, and that is so true for Zemia. Zemia's out here doing all that and giving that. What's up, Squishy? How are you doing? I'm trying to get everybody in here so we can just dive on in, because I feel awkward as fuck just sitting here. Like, I'm muted on his stream, and it's fucking wild. Sidra, welcome in. How are you doing? It's good to see you. Tanner, of course. Hello. Jack, good to see you. Swoggle, Ray. What's going on, Ray? You want to collab with You're Too Shy? Honestly, sometimes you just gotta dive into things head first and just get accustomed to it. It's like exposure therapy. Like, I was so afraid to drive on highways here because I live in a city now and I've never lived in a city. And I just started doing it one day, and now I am numb to it. It's just a thing, you know? What's up, that one kid? Welcome in. Chaos, welcome in. It's so good to see you, spectator. How's it going? I think I saw Iolite somewhere up here. What's up, Vax? Welcome in. It's good to see you. Junbi, thank you so much for the hydrate. Who just hydrated me? Silva, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for the hydrates. I'm definitely gonna need it because today's all yapping chat. It's all you guys. Our chat is gonna be based off each other and both of our chats, so it's controlled by you guys. And I got your questions, and if you haven't yet given a question and you wanna make sure that your question is seen, make sure to join the Discord. If you're over the age of 18, there is a channel called Suggestions. You can find the post there, type it real quick, and I'll definitely read it. Other than that, we'll read your questions in chat as we see them. But Zarkus, Junbi, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Nico, good to see you. Mr. Gimbal, hello. And Unova, of course, welcome in. And there's Iolite. Hello, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. It's so nice to actually have people like here and hanging out for a just chatting stream. I've never done a just chatting. I feel so weird, chat. You don't understand. I feel so weird. I feel like I need a game. I feel like I need a game because I can't just be the content. Like, genuinely. I just feel weird, but thank you so much for making me feel better by being here and just hanging out. Mr. Gimbal, how are you doing? Zarkus, how Hey, how's it going? Oh no, fuck. Hey, wait, can you hear me? Can you not hear me? Wait, am I... Keto, are you there? Wait, chat? He might be deafened. Chat? Oop, shit. Chat, everybody yell in chat right now, just Keto. K-H-I-T-O-S-A-N. Just yell at him. Undeafened, because I don't think he can hear me. Oh my god, he's got a cat on stream! Oh wait, you can't see him. Don't you worry, chat. Look! Look at him! Thank you, chat. He has.
Hello?
There we are! What's up? I was trying to like awkwardly introduce myself because I turned into a Muppet and I wanted to make sure that we all were aware of what was happening. What's your cat's name again?
This cat is Rocket. This is one of 3.
What are your other cats?
One of them is we're not quite sure of her breed. Her name's Stormy. She's quite young but very timid.
Oh.
She's a rescue and she's like gray, like dark gray.
She's dark gray.
I love ragdolls so much. Oh my god. Oh my god, what a beautiful cat, chat. Can we give a round of applause for Rocket?
The other one is
A tabby.
yeah, tabby wildcat, like Scottish wildcat called Emo, who is now 18.
Wow.
She's an old
18?
cat.
Holy fucking shit. We had a cat that was, all right, well, there I go. Sorry.
As soon as I looked away, you got bonked. Nice.
Sorry, everybody. Also, hold on. I just had somebody, Jesus Christ. Holy shit, wait, what?
Hey, let's go. Nice. You got your follower goal.
How,
oh god,
though?
you got well over your follower goal.
Wait,
what?
How? How did I get? Oh no, these are bots. This is what's happening. Why? Chad, how do I fix this? Oh no, Chad, how do I fix this?
Oh no, not this crap.
I've never actually had this happen, so of course.
Of course.
How do I fix this? How do I fix this? What do I do?
Let's see.
I have to mute my alerts then, that sucks. Unless...
That is very annoying.
Well, it says it was only like a couple people, so maybe it was just a few people. So we're just gonna let it chill for a second. Thank you. Thank you, super cool, egotistical guy 89. What's up, Broken Rocker? How are you? Welcome in. Thank you so much for not being a bot, and thank you for the follow. Also, Danny, you must be on Keto's stream. Welcome on my
Danny's
behalf.
a good friend.
Anyway, sorry guys. This is my first time doing like just chatting, so I'm usually the only person to talk. So I don't know how to let other people talk.
You're totally fine. I was literally just before undeafened. I was saying I love this. As soon as you showed off the Muppet model. I was like, this is fucking amazing. I love this so much.
That wasn't my choice. That wasn't my choice. Chat has full control over whether I'm a Muppet or whether I'm low poly.
My favorite part
They're still
is the
happening.
interruptions. It's the interruptions. Oh, are they still doing it? Oh,
Bot.
yeah, they've jumped in for a second.
Bot, how do I fix it? How do I fix it? How do I fix it? Okay. Oh shit. Close. Okay. I know there's an application of some sort that allows you to delete bots from your following. So for the meantime, chat, what we're gonna do is turn off my alerts just to make sure that this
Tim's
doesn't.
not a bot.
Who's Tim?
Cinnamon Toast Tim's not a bot. They're one of them from my side.
Who's Tim? I don't see a Tim.
Cinnamon Toast Tim. They're like, I'm not a bot, I swear.
I believe you, but I don't see them. They might have. Oh, Danny, thank you so much for the follow. I know you're not a bot. This is ridiculous. Apparently, if you tag your stream as AMA, you'll get followed by bots. This is a future reference for everybody who needs information on how to avoid bots. Just give me a second, chat.
Yep, you're okay. No rush, because that's unfortunate.
Alerts off. Save. This time, anytime something happens, that's not. Oop.
Cut off for me every time.
And I'm back to the wrong. There we go. We're back. We're back. And guess what? Alerts are back. So this time, if people actually follow that are not bots, I will make sure to shout you out. I will make sure to say that. So we don't need alerts, chat. Hopefully. Anyways, we're gonna do our introductions now. And
my next fish would be a legendary, and it'll be for you. I appreciate that, I think.
also, hi Jazzy. How are you, darling? Darling? That's the first time I probably used that on stream, but hi, love you. I think Jazzy and I feel like Jazzy and I, we're like so close. Like we have like this unspoken bond and I just yearn. I yearn for it.
Yep, I know.
Oh, there's Tim. Hi, Tim. I see you now. But Kito, why don't you want to introduce ourselves to either community to why don't you talk? I've been yapping enough.
Yeah, you're totally fine. Hi everyone. So this is a segment that I do every now and again. I'm trying to make it a bit more regular, but ADHD brain. I do tangential tales, which is basically me bantering with other creators that I am friends with or I have got in contact with that I like and watch. And we talk about our experiences with streaming, the good, bad, and the ugly of streaming. Great one is bots, as you can tell. But we're basically just going to go through a bunch of different questions, and hopefully it'll give people a little bit of like help, or even just a little bit of insight of the real side of content creation as a whole. Because there's a lot of these really dumb, like always optimistic and everything's perfect. Oh, you're making stupid amounts of money. This is how you hit the algorithm, and most of it's fabricated. So I like talking about it with people, and we don't tend to stay on topic very much because I am cripplingly ADHD and well, Ray said the same. So it's going to be a good chat.
Oh.
Summary of it.
I love that.
Would you like to summarize yourself for our side?
Yeah, hold on, give me a second. I don't know what
no rush.
I don't know what the hell I'm doing. You know what? Don't give me a second. So essentially, I don't know what the fuck is going on. And that's it. That's the beauty of it. No.
That needs to be your tagline.
So I don't know what I'm doing here. I am essentially doing what God called me to do, essentially, because I'm an only child and I literally grew up with a plethora of mental illnesses, and I just have a constant yearning to talk and to be hilarious. And so streaming kind of showed up in my life to be an outlet for that. And here I am, you know, just yapping and being hilarious. And I love video games, so I get to play games while I do all that, and I get to meet people and hopefully be a positive influence on the public. Whether that's true or not, that's up to, you know, you guys to decide. But yeah, that's kind of it. I just want to spread positive vibes, and I started out without a face cam, then I ended up with a face cam, and then after that, I ended up as a VTuber. I've been doing this for almost 9 years, and
that's a long time.
the long time,
commitment.
yeah, the longer you do it, the less polys you end up having, apparently, because here I am now.
I love the aesthetic, the
Yeah.
low poly aesthetic. I was looking for something like that for ages, and then your streams came across. I can't remember what social it was, and it was like, that's what I was looking for. God damn it! Where do I find it?
You know what's funny is I started out doing this because I don't know. It seemed like to be a VTuber, you had to kind of fit this mold that I've never, not to be one of those, I'm not like other girls, but I was kind of like sick of it. I was like, I don't want to be this anime girl. I don't want to be just like one of many. I want to be something different, something that's me. I want to have something that's individual, and I want to stand out. And I came across Violet, who's the artist that did my model, and she was probably the most popular out of all the artists that I had looked over and reviewed. And I was like, I looked and I looked and I looked, and I was like, surely there's got to be like a small artist that I can easily get a hold of that could easily make me a model. But I was drunk one New Year's Eve, and I shot my shot to Violet, and I said, listen, you are the only person who I would trust to do my model. And she said, you know what? Give me a few months. I will help you. And I was like, shit, say less. Like, I'll wait. I waited. I waited a year. I waited a year for this model. And so honestly, it was the best thing that's ever happened, because Violet is an extremely talented artist. She is doing work with Minecraft. She's doing work with Sonic. She's doing work with Hatsune Miku. She's worked with all the big names out there. So for the fact that she took me on because I was desperate and drunk one night, like a few years ago, it's just crazy.
You know what? That's awesome, though. We love that, because it means that you kind of just made an impression there, I guess.
Somehow. Alcohol may have an effect. I mean, it gives you the confidence, at least, if you don't already have it. But please drink responsibly, chat. Don't.
Perfect. Why the VTuber tag?
Because I'm brand new, Seed. I'm brand new. I'm debuting just today. You've never seen me before. No, you're seeing that because I constantly forget to change my tags.
I'm the exact same every goddamn time.
I constantly forget, so I just use whatever ones I've used recently. Unfortunately, they've never been changed. I think I might be done with... Nope, I'm not. I was going to say I was done with the bots, but we don't know. So I'll just leave it silenced.
Okay, so one of the first topics I've think for questions is, what or who inspired you to start content creation in the first place?
All right.
It can be as cringe as you want.
No, you're not going to see this coming. You're not.
Oh, okay,
So,
okay.
chat, I'm going to give you guys a wild guess. There is a streamer out there. There is somebody, a content creator, whether on YouTube or Twitch, that inspired me to stream. Can anybody guess, based off of however long you've watched me, can anybody guess who that streamer must have been? I have mentioned this streamer a couple times. Holy shit. It's really funny. Brazil mentioned. Hell yeah. Let's go. Viva Brazil. I don't know how to say anything, chat. I'm white as fuck, so give me a second, but I love I love Brazil.
Me too. It sucks.
What's up,
I
Yumi?
cannot speak English.
I tried to teach myself Spanish while I was working, and unfortunately, my job became overwhelmingly stressful to the point where I couldn't focus on anything but it. So, okay, so a couple people said Markiplier, and you're correct in the fact that Markiplier is a huge inspiration. Let me take you back to the year 2017, chat. So in 2017, my dad passed away. And I know everybody was like, whoa, that's not where I thought that was going. My dad passed away in March, at the end of March, and it was the first time I experienced a detrimental loss. And so I was just going through the year as usual, as well as I could, taking care of my mom, helping keep the vibes up. We were just vibing. We were going crazy, you know? And I don't know if any other ADHD havers out there, when something goes negative in their hyperfixation or in their immediate life, they have to switch to the next hyperfixation to kind of distract them. Are you like that, Keto?
Yep.
Yeah.
Very much so. Sorry, I just read
No,
Mr. Gimble's question. I read the comment and I'm like, God damn it.
God. Yeah,
Jesus,
Chad. It was
okay.
Harambe. My dad was Harambe. Confirmed canon. Is it canon? We don't know. Well, anyway, so when my dad passed, I switched over to the closest hyperfixation that I could. And that was Linkin Park. I loved Linkin Park. Their music really helped me get through my dad's passing. A lot of their songs really resonated with me. And they were my favorite band at the time for like 10 years. Okay? So I really got into them. They were starting their tour in 2017. And for those Linkin Park fans, we know where this is going. So in 2017, I was like, we're gonna go see Linkin Park in Boston, which was the closest place to me. 2 weeks before the show, I had VIP passes. I was going to meet them. I was so excited. The first time I'd ever seen my favorite band, first time in 10 years after they had helped me through the loss of my parent, okay? And I get the news that Chester Bennington had chosen to not be with us anymore. That fucked me up, chat. Because here's the thing.
It would, yep.
If you have a hyperfixation to help you cope with shit that's going on in your life, and something horrible happens to that, and you lose the opportunity to have a life-changing event happen, that fucks you up. Don't worry, chat. I'm getting to what actually inspired me to become a streamer. Don't worry. We're getting that. And so what any other ADHD streamer would do, or not streamer, I wasn't streaming at the time, chat. I hadn't even thought of it at the time. Any other ADHD riddled person would do, I moved on to the next hyperfixation, which happened to be K-pop. I was super into K-pop. And what happened December of 2017, a member of my favorite K-pop group that I had loved since 2010, so for 7 years, decided to also not be on this earth with us. And so not only in 2017 did I lose my father, but I lost Chester Bennington in a way. And then I lost Kim Jong-un of SHINee, if you guys know who SHINee is. They're an amazing K-pop group. They're still going. They're amazing. I love them. I recommend it. Anyways, so I really wanted to not be around. I wanted to not be here. And if anybody's been there, I get ya. So what did I do? As any other sane person would do, I got super into Overwatch. And Overwatch led to Overwatch League, the inaugural season in 2017. And what team really enraptured me? The Dallas Fuel. And who was on the Dallas Fuel that was also a streamer? I'll give you a second to think about this. XQC. And who is the streamer I started watching for 16 plus hours a day because I wanted to not be around and I needed somebody to distract me? That's right. Not Markiplier, but XQC. That's right, chat. I
Interesting. Okay.
literally watched XQC when he maybe only had a few hundred viewers. He was super chill and he kept me company. He made me feel like I wasn't alone. He would entertain me and I just hang out in his chat and just be a part of his stream. And so after watching him for several months, I started to think other people could be feeling like me and I could be their XQC, which is not a great comparison in the year of our Lord 2026, but in a way of thinking, I wanted to be the distraction that other people needed. And I also low-key wanted to be a professional Overwatch player, but we kind of move on from that because I'm really bad at it. But still, but yeah, so
Fair.
essentially, I went through bad shit one year, drew me to watch a streamer, and then I was inspired to be that person for other people who were also going through bad shit. So yeah, that's the long of the short of it, essentially.
No, that's actually that's such an interesting like roundabout way for it, because the way that you spoke about the ADHD thing of like jumping to hyperfocus, it's really interesting that it got you here.
Yeah, it's a butterfly effect.
Yeah, that's awesome. Like, because mine's is a similar style of story with not as much loss in that way, in a different way. But it was again to be that person for other people to be like, if you're having a bad day, jump on and watch this Scottish nutter be an idiot and have fun. And if it gives you a little bit of smile, I've done what I set out to do. That's literally it. Because I was pseudo bullied into joining with like for a charity event, which is how I started my streaming. Because it's a charity thing that happens every year, and I basically went, they were like, you've been here all the time. What the curator of the event, and they were like, why have you not signed up? And I was like, I don't stream. And they were like, why not? If I don't see your name next year on the list, I'll be coming for you. And I'm like, why? I can't do that. And then all of a sudden I was like, wait, why don't I do that? And then I just started streaming. And then all in the lead up to this event, and then it kind of just cascaded from there. And I was like, I just want to be there and help people if I can, or be a bunch of chaos for people to have fun. And it helps specifically over the last like year or so. The chaos of my stream, it helps with my type of ADHD, because everyone else is like, how do you not get overwhelmed? And I was like, because the constant buzzing makes my brain happy.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
It's so good. And it makes, and people love trolling me, I'm all for it. That's great. Let's keep going.
Yeah, you get it.
So
You
yeah.
get it. That was kind of like a byproduct for me. I didn't know what to expect from streaming, but then people bullying me, I was just like, okay, I can get into that. And now we have this beautiful relationship, chat.
Yeah, that, like the scrubs on my side, they're like trollsome. They are the most wholesome trolls ever, because they always help with things that I have targeted towards. Or if I'm doing a fundraiser for something, they put everything into it, and I appreciate it so much. But as soon as it comes to me, it's like, how can we make him suffer? And I'm like, okay. Okay.
Oh, the less like, fortunate? Yeah, we got him. Oh, you? We'll make you less fortunate.
Yeah, it's like, what's that? You're playing a game that actually takes skill. How about you can't see the screen for 40 seconds on a boss fight? I'm like, thanks, guys. So, but it's very fun. I love it. And people are like, how'd you not get peeved off? I was like, because it's funny and they enjoy it. So why not?
And it keeps things new and sparkly and exciting. So it makes our dopamine go, bzzz, the whole time.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God, where's your cat? How is Rocket up there? How is he doing that?
On a mini fridge.
Oh my God, you got a mini fridge? You also have one of the Breath of the Wild. Well, I guess it would be Tears of the Kingdom chests in your back.
Yeah.
Cool. Love that.
So
Fridge in the
massive
room.
Zelda fan. The reason that's a story of trolling in a funny way due to a certain person. We have a
Thank you, Manny, by the way. That is so sweet. I love you so much, Manny. I love you guys.
control has decided that my house needs more cardboard, and I've now got stupid amounts of cardboard through throwing surprise gifts. It's ridiculous. It's really funny, but I finally got myself a mini fridge like a couple of months back.
Does it run your electricity bill up the fucking wazoo, though?
I specifically put ones that were low energy consumption, which was smart of me.
You get it.
But-
you got the hacks.
But when it arrived, I was like, I finally got it. I've finally got stuff to put my cans in. I forgot that I still had one on throne.
Oh no, you used to have two
So he bought it.
fridges?
So now I have two.
Oh my god,
And I'm
two
like-
fridges? Markiplier
I'm like,
has
"Thanks,
5
buddy."
ovens. Keto-san has 2 fridges. He is a
Apparently,
man
yeah.
with 2 fridges. Chat, that's crazy.
It definitely wasn't my fault that Laurie did that. No, Danny, it definitely wasn't. You didn't incentivize him to do it because I forgot it was there. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, back to it. So when it comes to the whole thing of streaming, your like reasons for it and things like that, you kind of touched on this, but if you would like to elaborate a little bit more.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you how my dad died. No, I'm kidding.
No,
I'm kidding. Sorry, dark humor.
damn. That's great. It's best coping mechanism, honestly.
Yeah.
Who do you create your content for?
The people, I guess a bunch of little me's out there in a way. Like, the people who grew up kind of trying to blend in with the rest of society because they thought they had to, but then realizing as they got older that, shit, I'm like so different from that and I don't need to try to fix myself to fit in with that. And maybe they were bullied, maybe they were like outcasted, like maybe they didn't have a lot of friends, or maybe, you know, people would talk behind their back. Like if you were like me and your so-called friends would talk behind your back and they were your only friends, it's like for those people. Just, I mean, honestly, for anybody, really. Like ideally, I would love to have a super diverse community, and I feel like I do, but all right. You're all sadists, though.
Every time.
But I mainly did it because I was, again, an only child. I didn't have any blueprint for how to be quote unquote normal. And I went through school and life just kind of like figuring things out because, again, I didn't know I had ADHD. I didn't know what that was. I didn't know.
Late diagnosis by chance?
I didn't know I had ADHD until I was probably 26. So about 4 years ago. And then I didn't know
was
that.
a
when
little older, but yeah.
Oh, we got bones behind me. But I also did.
Mine's was a late diagnosis as well. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, things kind of make more sense in a really annoying way.
And like, listen, labels, they give and they take away. I get it. Some people like to fit in a box, some people don't. But for me, learning that I had ADHD and being diagnosed with it, and also learning that I was on the spectrum, that opened a lot of doors for me, and that also made me feel like, holy shit, I'm not just fucking stupid and slow. You know, because that's how I felt my whole life. I felt like I was just like several steps behind everybody, and I was the weirdo, and for some reason people just didn't match up with me. And I spent my whole life just thinking something was wrong with me. So I guess in me doing this, I kind of just want to like let people know that it's okay to be this way, because this is the way that I feel happiest. This is the way that I bring people joy. And if you can garner positives from the way that you are, I'd say you're doing just fine. And anybody who has anything negative to say is just like, they're just miserable and they haven't yet made peace with the fact that they can free themselves just like you. So
Like, good like topic to jump from that, just because it's actually really relevant, because it's something that I went through when I got diagnosed, because I went through the same thing of you have been like, oh, I guess things make sense now because XYZ. How did you react to it? Honestly, originally I actually got frustrated, like deeply frustrated, because I was like, how much progress I thought in my head I could have made if this was caught earlier.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely been a thought, but the first thought, especially because ADHD was one thing, ADHD clicked so well with me that I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. It's mainly when I discovered that I was on the spectrum that when I started linking everything together, I was like, I actually broke down crying because it was honestly like a weight had been lifted. Because it's like, oh my God, I'm actually not fucking broken. I'm not stupid. I'm not slow. I'm just dealing with a version of a brain that is an alternative to like a neurotypical. So it was just, a weight was lifted essentially. And then comes the fascination of, I need to know everything about this. I need to know how this works, what causes this, what, how the process of everything and, symptoms and everything. I want to learn the ins and outs. And I think the most important thing is learning the why and psychology behind things. So discovering that I had ADHD and was on the spectrum, among other things, was just like, okay, this helps. Because if I can find the why, then I can figure out ways around it and ways to work with it that it benefits me and it's not just an inhibitor. So that's kind of where I was going.
That's, good answer. I'm going to quickly jump in and say, Cupcake, there's the irony to your statement of, if I paid attention to my ADHD sooner. That's not something we do. That is something we genuinely struggle to do.
Yeah.
So
it
makes things difficult. It can, but
just the way that people treated me and the fact, okay, well, see, this is what I'm talking about. Thanks, Florida. Always can depend on Florida man out here. Yeah, I do have, okay, thank you, chat. Thank you, guys. I do have moments, just give me a second. I do, what's, is there gonna be YouTube? Yeah, there's always a VOD uploaded to YouTube, Nico. How you doing, by the way? Shit, well, I don't know. No, I remember. It was just the idea because of the way, don't worry, I'm gonna keep talking. Just do whatever you want.
Yep.
Give me a second. There was moments where I thought about, oh, my parents would say these things to me and they would treat me this way. And they didn't even know, they didn't even register. Like, for the biggest thing in my mind, chat, if you will, just give me a moment. If you will, just give me a moment, because this is actually, my dad would shut the hot water off when I took a shower because I would stay in the shower too long when I would shower. And he would shut the water off. So I would have ice cold showers. And he thought it was a way to get me to stop staying in the shower too long. But what I realized about ADHD is you have a hard time with transitions. You have a hard time changing from one state to the next. So my difficulty was I'm going from dry to wet. And then I'm gonna go from warm and cozy and wet to ice cold dryness. And I didn't want to do that. And so my dad
I literally had that conversation with my partner 3 days ago.
And these are things I just realized by researching. And guys, if you're ever wondering about your own neurodivergency, or maybe I have these weird habits that nobody else has, do some research. Sometimes your algorithms on social media giveth and taketh away. But I found a lot of very informational and trustworthy sources of psychiatrists and everything like that telling me hey, if this is, you might want to look into this, and my dad ended up putting a waterproof clock in the shower to say, when this hits this minute, you have to be out of the shower, otherwise I'm turning off the hot water. And honestly, it helped. Having a clock, because I have time blindness, and most people with ADHD do, and it's still
Goddamn
something.
time blindness
It's
sucks.
horrible. It's horrible. And so I had a clock in the shower, and when I tell people that, they're like, "You had a fucking clock in the shower?" And I'm like, "Yeah, like, is that not normal?" But it's simply because my parents were trying to make me not waste the hot water in the shower. So it's
You know
like,
what? It makes sense though.
thinking of that, I'm just like, man, if they just had been like more open to like, maybe our kid has something going on, then they could have handled it in a better way than making me take cold showers. But you know, it's just one of those things growing up in my, I'm a millennial, and it's just as we go through time, I know I'm going to approach my child completely different with open mind. So you live and you learn,
Yep. Mine's was a similar thing of with the way they were diagnosing it. I had to write my experiences of growing up, then my partner living with me, and then my mum wrote from how I was in school. And no joke, the psychologist was like, "I'm astonished no one caught this sooner." I'm like, "What do you mean?" They're like, it's prevalent." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Explains a lot. Cool, thanks.
Isn't
Thanks
it
for that.
funny? Isn't it so funny that it's so obvious? Here's the thing, my psychiatrist, when he diagnosed me, we didn't even get to the questionnaire. I had just been rambling for probably about 45 minutes, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother with the questions. It's very obvious that you have ADHD." And I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, that checks."
Yeah, it was like, "Do you normally fidget?" All the time. And they're like, "Uh-huh," and started scribbling down. I'm like, this is the first test I really didn't want to pass.
Undiagnosed but pretty sure is so fucking goated. I love that.
Yep. But yeah, so from that, how do you think it's helped you with content creation?
It definitely keeps things interesting, to say the least, because you never know what the hell you're gonna get out of me. And granted, I have been on quote unquote ADHD medication for about 4 months now. But it's more veering towards mood stabilizers. So it doesn't really, it's not an SSRI or Adderall or any of that. It's not, sometimes I want to be on those because I only wonder what I could be capable of. And this is what I mean, chat. You give me an ego, you take away the ADHD, and I may fight God because I may be too powerful. And that is why I have ADHD and everything else, is because I need something to nerf me, because I think I would be too powerful. But I think even prior to medication, you have so many ideas. You run through a million different scenarios just sitting down for 5 minutes, and because of that, I inspired myself. I was like, oh my God, that's such a good idea. I'm gonna work on that right now. And I'd hyper focus on it, and I would work on it for hours and hours and hours and hours until it was done. And then when it was done, I had something else to work on, and then I had something else to work on, and I built an overlay, and I built, I was like, I'm gonna stream these games, and I'm hyper fixated on Bloodborne right now, and I really enjoy playing Overwatch. And I just said, I love yapping, I love talking. What better way than to stream, be able to play a game that I really love, and be able to talk to people who also love that game and just want to hang out and have a conversation. And
Yep.
It definitely helps with keeping up the conversation. And I think the number one thing that a lot of people forget, and this is something that I noticed years ago when I first started streaming, is people think that you can become like a gaming streamer, especially by just playing the game and having a face cam and just kind of being really good at the game you're playing. Like, I saw so many people playing Warzone or PUBG or something like that, and they'd just be like, yeah, look at this fucking headshot that I'm gonna get. Like, yeah, let's fucking go. And they would completely ignore everything else. And they would just be silent while they're playing the game. And I think ADHD kind of gave me an upper hand because I'm gonna literally fucking talk. about anything and everything while I'm playing a game. And I could be talking about something completely unrelated. I could be narrating. And my number one suggestion to people who are looking into streaming or struggling to build a community while streaming is just fucking talk. And I phrased it in the sense of talk like you're catching up with an old friend. Talk like you are telling somebody you've never met everything about your life, your day, the things that you like, because then you'll have people pop in and be like, oh yeah, dude, I like that too. Yeah, man, I had that happen too. And then next thing you know, you'll be establishing a conversation, you'll be having a dialogue. So just like narrate what you're doing, just give into it. And that's what I believe ADHD and everything else has kind of allowed me to have kind of like an upper hand in, is because I've always been the one to talk even when no one is listening. So if you can kind of put yourself in that mind frame that just pretend, turn your viewer count off, pretend that there's at least like 20 people in chat and just be like talking about everything, anything. And it really opens you up to an entire new world. And then you'll become a natural at it. And it will also help you in your day-to-day social interactions. So
Yep, that's one of the reasons that I started streaming, was because I was generally just a very, very anxious and awkward person. So it was also a push along the sort of like try to be a bit more confident about myself and how I spoke to others and things like that. It just became this like social hub of other awkward people, of like all just kind of vibing together, and it's kind of grown from that. But it's made me a lot more eloquent at how to speak generally, because if I was to jump back into a very heavy Scottish accent, it would confuse a lot of people, because we roll a lot of different letters that don't normally happen. So I don't speak well, but I speak more clear than most Scottish. Kinda, but it doesn't always happen. But the ADHD side of things just allows some of the most ridiculous tangents that just make for some really interesting stories. And like I've met a lot of very important people in my life nowadays due to streaming, because they've found out because I became more comfortable of being myself.
let's go.
Like genuinely, this is how I am on my. This is how I am IRL, regardless of streaming. I'm very much just as I am, just sometimes a bit more chaotic because all the stimulation. It's just the way it works. I struggle because I'm a chronic oversharer. Oh my god, it's so funny though,
Me
Danny.
too.
It's so funny.
God,
Purple burglar alarm. There you go. I knew you had to ask it at one point. I seen it. Purple burglar alarm. It's not too difficult.
We have to make things even. Chat, find a phrase that people with like a Boston accent can't say. Now we got to do that. we can't let Keito be the only
That's
one
fine.
that's scrutinizing.
But with the content creation as a whole, I've been trying to help people, because I found so much joy and I got so much out of it. And real talk, that is not going to be the same for everyone.
What's up, Cerulean?
There is no harm in trying. And even if you've not got that many people in your chat and things like that, as Ray said, switch off of your account and just play the games and enjoy yourself. See if you're genuinely having a good time. More people will tend to stick around because they'll like to chat to someone who's enjoying themselves. Otherwise, it's not going to be entertaining it's not going to be enjoyable for yourself, and it's not going to be enjoyable for other people watching. There's no point. For me, I can't put on a character. Too much stress. It would cause me way too much stress to try and put on a character. But so I can see it being too much for other people, of just like trying to pretend to be something they're not. So if you can be yourself on stream and be confident enough to do it that way. It's much easier and you'll have much more fun with it, even if you don't necessarily grow huge. Because honestly, for you to grow into a massive number, it's not a huge number of people that do that. But if you're having fun and you've made memories with some amazing people, that's kind of the most important point. That's the best part about streaming for me. The amount of people I've met, and like I now have a good group of friends because streaming. My partner met me because of streaming. We're
Same
now
here.
married, and they moved over from Canada to Scotland. You know, so it's been a wild situation. It doesn't help that Danny and half the other chat are trying to steal my wife, but that's not the point. But it's one of these things where if you're having fun with it, that's what you should. That is the value you're getting out of streaming, and it's the value I got out, and I just want other people to have that. I really want other people to have that same experience of getting something really much more valuable than, oh, look, I have a part-time job as a streamer. It's not that easy. Just don't stress yourself out with it, because then you will burn out and you'll never try it again, and then you'll just give up. I've used this as such a huge creative outlet for so many different things. It's helped me with my drawing. It's helped me with design, lighting, audio design, everything like that. Hey, guess what? Transferable skills. So it's definitely worth doing, even if it's just going to be something that you're putting your creativity into.
Hell yeah. No, that's crazy. I did not know that you met your partner through streaming, because I did the same. That's so funny. No, it's like, it was so funny though, because when I met, as you guys know, a Mint, it was when I didn't have a face cam. I was just playing the game and yapping. And for somebody to be appealed to you sheerly because of your voice and the bullshit that you're saying, you know that's real. Like, they don't know what you look like. They don't know anything about you. They just are like, this person is good people. And, you know, I moved across the country, just like you said your partner moved across this ocean. For you, that's so cool.
Don't worry. No, it wasn't for me. It was for my cat. Like, they've said this many a time. It was for the cat.
Listen, Swoggles, I think Ray could be a great editor if she had more free. You're so right, though. I edit when I have free time. This is why I want to be able to stream full time, is because I don't know if this is applicable to everybody with ADHD. Okay, well, I'll wait, chat. It's fine. Oh, it's Pocky. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. What's up, Pocky? But what the fuck was I saying? You literally knocked the thought right out of my head. Oh, I like to say, I know this is not the full phrase because people fucking ruin me for saying this. I'm a jack of all trades, master of none. I have so many fucking things that I can do that I'm good at. I love to draw. I love to do graphic design. I love music. I play piano. I sing. I've even rapped, chat, but we don't want to get into that just yet.
Wait 1 second. Wait 1 second. Sorry. We're going to have to revisit
We're
that
going to take a piss break. I think we're good. No. I did. No, seriously. I did have a SoundCloud, but somebody in chat found it and I had to take it down. I had to take my SoundCloud. I was a SoundCloud rapper. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, no, I literally was planning on being in a band at some point. That didn't work out. So then I was going to release a solo EP. I could never finish anything I started. I would have an idea, but then I would get to a point and be like, I don't care anymore. And I'd move on to something else. So there's so many things that I can do, and streaming seemed like the perfect outlet because it's like, I'm here. What's stopping me from just busting into song? What's stopping me from editing my content? What's stopping me from doing an art stream and you know, using all the things that I like to do and am somewhat good at in this, you know, media? It's just like, streaming is an enigma. You can do literally anything and people will be like, yeah, I'm in it. You know? So
you'll find your click with it. So the next one is, what's your biggest misconceptions that people spread about content creation?
This one. Oh, dead ass! It really is. This one will have to wait until after the piss break. I just got the
totally
piss
fair.
break. It's so weird how that just happened. We are gonna take. I at least am gonna take a 3-minute
Yeah,
break.
that's totally fine.
So that we can run some ads, so nobody gets slapped upside the head with some ads. So, but thank you so much for the hydrate.
Mine's have just not long started as well, so that's fine.
Okay,
We'll do that.
the golden
Come
hour
back
is
in a couple
upon
minutes.
us. Hell yeah. So, chat, we're gonna take a break, and I will try to think of an answer to this, and
It's
we
a good
will
question.
return. But if you have any questions that you want to ask or topics to talk about, please keep them. You can either post them in the Discord, in the suggestions channel, or we'll get them as we see them. But thank you guys for hanging out. I'll see you guys in just a little bit. We'll run some ads and then we'll be back. See you guys in a little bit.
Spider, I swear to fucking God, I'm busy, right?
Am I underwater?
Okay, well, it's been fun. I'll see you guys later.
Are you kidding?
One dry.
You saying? What's going on? Can I talk with you guys? Holy fuck! What the fuck? You've done enough. You can't.
No, it's okay. You can let go.
You can let go.
You can let go.
I swear to God, he's gonna do this. I know it because Ronan is never the last to die. Ronan will always die first, second, or third, never last.
2,000.
Holy shit! Are you kidding?
Okay, maybe he should kill himself.
I can't. Okay. Who is that? Oh, fuck, it's me. I'm so sorry. You had to go. You can't do that. I don't know how the fuck you got in here, but you gotta go. You know what? I'll help you out. Compliments of the staff and me. Hold on. I will help you. I will help you. Don't you worry. This is the way we run things here. Yeah. No, you got it. You got it. Here, just one more for the road. Oh, no. Anyways. All right. So what do we got? Oh, there's a puddle? Shit. Hold on. Fuck. Here, I will increase the difficulty. Oh, look at that. I'll increase it again. Is that a mistake? Yup. And it's falling apart right now. This planet. Oh my God, no! No. Oh, let me land on that. Let me land. Oh my God, I'm fine. We're fine. Hey, what's up, bud? How's it going? Just, don't mind me dropping in. I'll just say hi. What's going on? Okay, we're fine. This is RV there yet?
Stop! You're on top of Ray.
All right. Nope. No. I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry, Chad. I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. Welcome back,
Did
guys.
you break everything?
I accidentally started the Muppet intro, and I mean the Rain Buppet because I don't want to be sued. Jim Henson, Disney, whoever the fuck owns that franchise, you didn't hear that.
Yep.
Oh. All right. Okay, so what was the question that you asked? Give me a second.
The biggest misconception about creating content online. If you need some extra time, I can go for it as well on my side.
Yeah, why don't you go for it? I might be inspired by whatever you say.
When you're watching all these TikTok videos about posting on absolutely everything all of the time, it isn't the only way to go forward.
Sorry, just keep going. Just going. It's fine. Just ignore me, please. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Please just go. Please just go.
That was so good. Anyway, yeah. God damn it. Help with growth and things like that, but if you're starting off don't focus on that, because you will not be able to progress. You'll be pushing too hard at trying to do everything right off the bat that you won't actually be able to get things done. Like there's like my partner and things, they do streaming and stuff like that as well, and they didn't start for the longest time because they were just trying to get their scenes perfect. They were trying to get everything perfect, and I was like, unfortunately, when it comes to a bunch of us ADHD people and things like that, yes, we try and strive for perfection. You're never gonna get it, but hey, guess what? It's a platform you can adapt and change as you learn. It doesn't have to be perfect the first time. Everyone telling you, edit like this, do this. Yeah, exactly, Matty. You'll never get it completely perfect. So you don't hammer it everywhere right off the get-go, because you need to find your feet first before you can start branching out to other platforms. All these TikTok videos and things like that of people going, you do this and hit the algorithm with this and do this. It can help further down the line. It's not something you should be starting right at the start of your content creation, at least from my experience, because I tried that, burnt myself out, ended up on a hiatus, and then came back to it, and I suck at posting on other platforms. But I'm trying, and I do what I can when I can, but my predominant output is live streams, because that's where I feel that I get the most value for the people that do watch me and do end up finding me. So that's my view on it.
Okay. So, I have two parts to this, because one part of it is streaming and one part of it is VTubing. For streaming, when I first started, because I've been doing this for 9 years, so currently I'm posting everywhere, because that just is fulfilling to me to know that I'm covering all my bases. But again, when I first started, I mean, I was on Twitter and Twitch. That was really it. Like that's really the only places that I posted. But I think networking is something that a lot of people approach in a weird fucking way. And I think people are like, well, you want to like follow all the big creators and collab with all these people that you've never met before. You want to make sure you like get out there. And it's like, but if you're not making actual like relationships with the people are going to realize that it's forced. People are not going to feel like, oh yeah, this is natural. Like they're going to like notice that you're like, these people definitely don't click. They're definitely just doing it for the traffic and the, you know, getting their name out there. And it's just like, you don't actually build anything from that. And it's not rewarding. Yeah. So when I first started, you know, I was trying my best to put myself out there and to make a name for myself. And I was trying to network, but it got tiring. And everybody was just like, oh, follow for follow, like, you know, this for that, and like watch for watch. And I joined these Discord communities. I joined all these different groups. And it was just all these people just bickering like, oh, make sure you're watching these people when they stream. Make sure you're in chat. And it was so toxic. It's like you couldn't exist as a normal person. You had to be this robot that had to show up to everybody's stream. And it didn't mean anything. And so if you're trying to stream and you're just trying for the numbers, I genuinely just say don't do it, because you're going to get disappointed. Yep. You're going to be burnt out. and you're going to hold yourself to these ridiculous standards. So you have to want to do it for the connections, like the genuine human interaction, rather than just have people in here to be like viewers and numbers. And so be careful about the Discord communities you join, because if you have some big ringleader who's like, all right, everybody's got to show up to my stream and make sure to like gift a bunch of subs, and you see people dumping their wallets out for this dude who's running the Discord, and he's like saying, make sure to, follow people, make sure to watch their stream, but he's doing fuck all, and you're expected to be paying attention to everybody's stream the rest of the day. It's like, it might as well be a job at that point. Like, it's not worth it. Nobody actually gives a fuck. Like, they're all just trying to get numbers out of it, and it's not real. Okay. Oh, well, hold on a second. And we're back. But yeah, just look for people who you genuinely feel like you could vibe with. Look for people who give off the same energy, and like you genuinely feel like, I want to be friends with this person, and go that way. You don't have to find the big creators. You don't have to find the popular creators. You don't have to look for the social media posts that are like, oh my God, like leave a comment if you want me to raid. Follow me and I'll follow you back. Like it's empty. It means nothing. Just do it for the genuine human interaction and expect nothing. Expect nothing, because you will get something out of that.
Your answer is much better than mine.
I
fully agree, though. I so fully agree.
I just think if you go into it expecting to get money out of it, expecting to become popular, you're not going to get anything. But if you go into it just as like a hobby, as like an outlet, as something that's meaningful to you, regardless of who's watching or how many people, you will gain something. I went into this, I don't know what I expected, genuinely. And somehow a bunch of fucking weirdos decided to show up.
Yep. That's 100%. That's exactly what happened to me.
I wouldn't change it for anything. So my other part, though, because you did mention about having everything perfect, when it comes to VTubing, a lot of people see all these new VTubers debut. They see these really crazy models. They see just like, I spent thousands and, okay. VTubing is expensive at the core. VTubing is very expensive. But do not dive headfirst into that expense when you first start, because I did 4 years on a free model, chat. I did 4 years, and that wasn't even my entire stream tenure. I started out with no face cam, and I did that, and I got people watching me. And then I went face cam, and I had people watching me. And then I went into a free model, and I had people watching me. And you will build who you are and what your stream presence is and what you expect of yourself first before you decide to invest. And that's when you take a look and be like, okay, it's been like a year. Where are we at? How are we feeling? Like, do I see myself doing this long term? Do I have expendable income that I can invest? And that's when you want to start looking and seeing what your options are for actually buying or commissioning an artist. Because 4 years, chat, 4 years with a free model. Vroid Studio is a godsend. You can do some crazy fucking shit. It is free. It is on Steam. You can get that. You can get free tracking software, VC Face. That is free. You can get that. Vroid Studio, make yourself a custom. It's just like character customization. Make yourself a model. You can edit the textures with Procreate. You can download textures from the internet completely free. And then use your tracking software, and you can be a whole VTuber without spending a dime. Please exhaust your free options before you spend money. Otherwise, it's just going into a pit and it's going nowhere, because you don't know if you're gonna love it. Do you know how many VTubers, quote unquote, graduate every single day? They stream for a couple years and they're just like, I don't wanna do this anymore. And who knows how long they've spent on their model. It's just, make sure you test out the waters before you dive headfirst in. That is kind of where I'm at. So don't think you need a perfect model, an expensive model, all the best things, all the perfect things to think that you're going to be a successful streamer. There's streamers out here who have the shittiest. Look at Queso, for example. Queso didn't have the best webcam. He didn't have the best audio. He didn't have the best video. He was just a funny dude, and he made it. He's like one of the most subscribed streamers out here. And he just did that with mid-tier shit. So just focus on being yourselves, because you're gonna appeal to people out there. Just let them find you. So don't worry about the glitz and the glamour.
It's like if you actually look at most of the biggest creators on any platform, really, like any of the like massive ones, hell, PewDiePie and Jacksepticeye and that. Jack was in a bloody, he was in a hut in the middle of nowhere on a desk, like on a chest of drawers for his first set of stuff. Like he had pretty much nothing. I started on I think it was like an really old Alienware like Steam Deck style, what was it called? It was like the Steam machine. It was like the early prototypes of it.
Oh.
And it was just like a tiny little thing about the size of a Wii U, and it was absolute garbage, but it was the cheapest option I had at the time to have a PC, because it had basic connections for it. And that's how I started, and like I've slowly worked on it as I kept going. Yeah, and there you go. Like Matt used to stream via Google Hangouts.
Damn.
And yeah, Matty's been in the stream thing. God, cute. I wish you could see my first setup. It was like a crappy laptop hooked up to a monitor. Yep. It doesn't take a lot to. It doesn't take a lot to start, but if you're wanting to continue, then you can work on it as you go. Always work on it as you go. Never try and get it there at the start.
Yeah, it's just like anything in life. You just start where you're at and you evolve from there. I mean, you can't expect yourself to be professional right out the gate. I know, again, as somebody with ADHD, any hobby we take on, if we're not immediately a professional at it, we're like, I don't want it. I don't want to do it anymore.
Frustrating.
But
so frustrating.
Chad, I started streaming on a PS4. Like, I was playing Overwatch on PS4. PlayStation allows you to stream from it. So even if you don't have a PC setup, why not just throw your hat in the ring, stream from your PlayStation? As long as you have some kind of mic.
There's even free assets.
Yeah.
There's even free assets and like theme, frames and stuff that you can use that are pre-built into, I think, both.
Yeah, and you can see chat right on screen. It's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah. But it's a very fun. It's such a fun creative outlet, and as you said, like kind of doing it for the love of doing it, other than anything else, is way more.
Yeah.
Way more important. So here's another one because you kind of touched on it.
I tend to do that. I'm out here I'd be touching everything, man.
I'm not going to jump into the easy joke of phrasing. We're going to skip past that.
You don't have to. It's there. We know it.
Cool. What changes have you noticed in the Streamiverse over the last, let's just say, 5 years? Because I've noticed a huge change in how things have worked.
I've noticed, I mean, definitely the traffic of how many people actually want to become streamers. I mean, it went from the fucking isolated nobodies who just wanted to game and hang out with other gamers to, oh, I can make money off of this and I don't have to work 9 to 5. You know, it kind of transitioned from like people who genuinely had a passion for gaming to, I'm gonna do this so I can earn money from just working at my house kind of thing. And it definitely attracted a lot more people, which, I mean, capitalism. I mean, I don't know how much you have to suffer from capitalism. I don't know what Scotland has over there. He's got some, Chad. There's things going on in Scotland. Because people struggle so much with mental illness and the demands of what we are required in order to earn an income and therefore a living, obviously sitting at home staring at a computer screen, just talking, It's very attractive. It's very appealing. And because of that, I've seen a lot of people drift over to this sphere, and it became like a question of, oh, why would somebody watch somebody play video games? That's so stupid. To, oh, everybody's a content creator. Everybody's streaming these days. It's like more normalized. It's super normalized, but it's very oversaturated. There's a lot of VTubers now. When I first started streaming, I didn't know what the fuck a VTuber was. I hadn't heard a thing. But now they're everywhere. And it's a blessing and a curse in, you know, in every facet. But I think it's great because it gives people an outlet. So regardless of what you're doing it for, I think streaming is a fantastic outlet because it keeps you off the streets, chat. It it does. It really does, because hence why sports programs and extracurriculars are so beneficial to any society. It's because it offers somebody an option other than to do just, you know, delinquency, you know? So I think streaming, although it is oversaturated, it is a positive thing because it brings people an option to do something other than, you know, maybe a less desirable thing. So I think that's what I've noticed. I've also noticed we have so many more assets and so many more tools these days and so many more options to have little widgets on stream. Like my little fish thing that I have on stream, that wasn't a thing, but now you guys can just hang out and play little games while I'm just yapping playing a different game. It's crazy. Yep. There's so much more, and that's kind of the beauty of it being so popular and normalized, is that more people are drawn to, like, well, I want to contribute. How can I provide something? How can I make assets? How can I benefit from this? And so artists, graphic designers, developers, they're all kind of jumping in and offering their contributions and talents to it. And it's made things more interesting and, dare I say, more chaotic. But I honestly, there's goods and bads to everything, but especially where I'm at in the corner that I stay, because I don't really delve too deep into communities, I see it as a positive, ideally. Yep. I mean, I know there's mainly negatives, but I think it's offered a lot more possibility.
I think there's been an evolution of 3 different approaches to streaming. People who do it simply for the love of the game, people who want to make a quick buck and that's their only focus, or people who start as a hobby passion project but have managed to adapt it into making a living and now treat it like a job.
Yep.
Yeah, it's that whole thing of like competition breeds innovation, because there's so much more happening with people are always trying to innovate, and with that it's helping everyone overall. Yes, specifically with like Twitch, for example, everyone keeps complaining with it online. It's like the discoverability is ridiculous. It's not great, and that's why when you get more comfortable with your content creation, it is beneficial to post elsewhere. But it's that thing of oh my god, I lost my train of thought. God damn it. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I've lost it. It's gone forever. Nope, gone.
Hold on, wait. I got a sound effect for you. You can't hear it, but it's the womp womp womp.
Oh yeah, with the competition of it, we've got so much new stuff that we can integrate. Like, one of my favorite all-time experiences with streaming is crowd control.
Yes!
The fact that that is the most amount of fun you can have on stream.
So fun.
And
wow.
I've utilized it for some incredible moments of just hanging about with friends in like DRG or something, and we've done it for a good cause. And it's been like, right, what are you gonna do? We're going, and they're gone.
Just keep going. It's fine.
And like, it's like what's going to happen? Oh yeah, and playing Skyrim, and some people decided that they were going to spawn like 70 deer in a cave, and one of them just decided to ascend into the heavens, and I'm like, what the hell is happening? But that sort of stuff would never have existed if there wasn't such a huge like influx of people trying it at least, or try to get involved in some aspect of it. It has obviously led to the people on the other side that are, as Matty said, just trying to make the quick buck. And hey, guess what? Reality check, it's not. Initially, if you're going into any type of streaming, like a general creator, you're going to spend a lot more money and time and effort than you get back. And it takes a long time before you start recouping any of that. It's not a quick buck unless you hit the algorithm at the exact perfect moment. Otherwise, you're going to be expending a lot more effort than you're getting easily.
Yeah.
So it's not a quick buck. People think it's an easy job. It genuinely isn't. I wish I had more time, like yourself, to be able to do this a bit more full time, because I want to be able to edit stuff better. I want to be able to get stuff set up and do more socials and do more like event things and like stuff with tangential tales and things like that. But I'm a care worker. I work as much as I can because I do a bunch of things out and about this. I try and do graphic design, I do art and all that sort of stuff. But if I had the facilities to do this full time, I would, but it would be, honestly, I've already explained this a bunch of times. My goal for going forward, if it was to become a full-time thing, is I'm going to open a rescue cat cafe type thing in my local town, and it will be live streamed. It will be a thing that people can help fund that way, because it'll be a extra thing from that, but it's something I've always spoke about since I started streaming, because I would think that would just be a great thing for everybody, so people can adopt cats, spend time with the cats. You know, it's such a good way to do things, and I love doing stuff that way, and that's always been my motivation for it. And I wish more people had that same type of motivation or passion for, I could use this for a good, instead of I could use this to just line my pockets. And that's the only side that I don't really like, is people just being like, money, money, money. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not. I love the experiences. Everything else, so much more worth it than the finance side of it.
Oh yeah, I get you. And you know, I just thought of too. I think it's the generations that are almost raised by these respectfully trashy streamers, and then they end up streaming themselves, and they're these, you know, 16 to 21-year-old kids going out on the street and just harassing people with a camera in their face, calling it a stream. And it's opened up to that kind of behavior and exposure, and it's given people a sense of power that they feel in. Okay, speaking of disrespect and trashy and power, it's given the, unfortunately, like I said, everything has its good and bad. That's how we have balance. But like, it's given the wrong people this sense of power that they can do whatever they want, and they're essentially invulnerable. All right, Tanner, I see you.
It's like their version of diplomatic community, because I'm a content creator.
Yeah.
No, if you're acting like an asshole, you're still an asshole. I'm sorry.
Yeah, listen, I find solace though in, I just know deep down these people are very miserable. And I don't find solace in people being miserable, but I find solace and peace in the fact that they're not technically being rewarded for their bad behavior, because deep down they are never going to be truly happy. They are never going to have genuine connection and resonance with existing, because everything is just fleeting. Everything is, it comes and goes just like that to them, and they live like that. And eventually they're going to get to a point where it's all going to come crashing down, and they're not going to be able to recover, and they're going to have to just live like that, and they're going to just be miserable the rest of their lives, and they're going to have to reconcile with, holy shit, I have to make a change. And that's how I find my solace. That's how I kind of cope with the bad, is because I see all the negativity as just, it's other people who haven't quite figured out how life works. It's other people trying to figure out how they can free themselves in the same way that I feel like I have, you know? And we're all kind of trying to reach that, you know, nirvana of like, I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I just want to be happy and I want to make other people happy. And I'm just happy to be here, you know? And, you know, I think everybody deserves a chance at that. And I think eventually everybody will eventually find their way. Even the worst of us, I hope that we do. So...
Yeah. It's quite refreshing to come across another that's very much want to see the best in people. Like, even if they're assholes, it's like they're learning. Hopefully they'll learn from their mistake.
Exactly. That's the hope.
As long as like there's the hope there. Doesn't always come to fruition. Some people do cause... Yeah.
Swoggles, you're probably talking about the same person who I literally don't even know his name. He just got arrested recently. If that's a guy off Kick, I think it's called. I guess I don't know.
Yep, think so.
Yeah, that's who I think of, and I just dearly hope. Like, I'm like, yep, I really hope you have a come to Jesus moment one of these days, and I just let it be at that. Don't waste my energy with it.
Yep. So, when you've been creating content, what's the biggest hurdle you have encountered yourself?
Well, not to be cliche, but ADHD, like executive dysfunction mixed with... I've thought of enough about this to... I've summarized it in I don't have enough time and I don't have enough energy. And... yeah, that's essentially it, because I have so many ideas. But do I have the energy or the time to actually execute these ideas? You know, like that's the question. Chat, let me be real with you. I would have a short out every goddamn fucking day if I didn't have to work and if my mind would just hone in and just lock on to things. But unfortunately, because I'm dealing with things that are out of my control and I gotta pay rent, I can only do so much, and because of that, sometimes we'll go 2 weeks without getting out a short, or we'll go a month without having a short, and I can't really dedicate my time to long-form content. I dedicated probably 2 weeks of my time to long-form content, and chat, you want to know what long-form content ended up being? A 5-minute video, because I literally had so many ideas that I did so many edits to this one video that it took me way longer than I wanted. I didn't have as much content in it that I wanted, and it took me like several weeks to get this one 5-minute video out. So in reflecting, I'm like, either I need to quit my job or I need to hire someone. So because of that, there's only so much you can do per day. Like your mentality can only handle so much per day. And also you only got so much time. I have to balance it. It's work life, stream life, and personal life. And when you try to balance that in 24 hours, along with sleeping and eating and household chores, it's impossible. Yep. It's absolutely impossible to do. And it limits a lot of the things you're capable of doing. And honestly, I've gotten some of the best advice, weirdly enough, not personally, but from Markiplier, because he is also somebody who suffers with ADHD, and he does so much. I mean, my God, he uploads his videos, he makes a fucking movie. I mean, he's doing everything, and he's like the epitome of everything we wish we could be. And someone had asked him, like, you are such an inspiration, because I'm also, mentally ill and I'm trying to balance everything. How do you do everything? How do you get everything done? And he said, I don't. If you think I get everything done, you are sorely mistaken, because unfortunately, things are going to slip through the cracks, and you have to learn to be okay with that, because there is only so much you are capable of. There is only so much that you can handle healthily, that you have to be okay with letting things go and just okay, you didn't get it done by this time. You'll do it tomorrow. If you don't do it tomorrow, you'll get to it next week. It will get done, but you have to allow yourself to be okay with it. And being somebody with ACDC, the band, ADHD, and somebody who wants to constantly be doing things and being productive. I thrive in being productive. You have to be okay with accomplishing little bits, just looking at what's right in front of you, saying, okay, I did this much. I worked on it for an hour. I have to be done with it because I have to give myself the chance to relax. I have to give myself the chance to do something else. So you kind of have to work on that balance. And I don't remember what the question was.
It was your biggest hurdle when it came to creating content online. And I'm 100% there with you. That was the hardest thing for me to come to terms with. Is I have a million ideas, I can never ever get to all of them, and ADHD makes it almost impossible to pick what you think's the best ones. But pick one, go with it, try and see it through to the end. If you don't get through it that day, just come back to it. But the things that you're getting, the feedback from internally, where your brain's going, I'm enjoying doing this, especially if you're neurodivergent, ADHD, whatever, go with that. If that's the thing that's keeping your brain going, stick with that. The other stuff can set aside, because that's going to be stress. That's going to cause the burnout. Try and stick with the part of it that you're enjoying. Like, I do get stressed with social media stuff, so I don't really post that often. I mostly stick to streaming, like just on Twitch. That's what I do. But it's that thing of, this is what I enjoy, so I'm sticking with it. I dabble in the other parts when I can. I try and edit some videos when I can, but that's few and far between. But it's when I can enjoy it. Because otherwise, my brain is like, you've got a million ideas. Can you pick one? I'm like, not really. I really can't. I'm sorry. Because I've got even just recently, I don't know how many times I've pseudo rebranded, and it's not quite a rebrand. It's still the same thematically, but I've just tweaked things and I keep doing it. But that's because my brain goes, I can make this look a little bit better, but I want it to be a constant, and it's just all the damn time. But I do it when I have the time to, and I feel like I need it. Like, my brain goes, hey, you could do this and enjoy it. And I'm like, cool, let's go and work on it.
Big rip flyer.
Need driving force with it. Do that part of it. Set aside and be like, I want to do an extra couple of things for my asset. I've not streamed in a little while, but I'll muck about on something, or I'm gonna tailor my model for whatever reason. If that's what you're enjoying, do it and then use it. Just have fun with it. Always have fun with it.
Yeah, I think the number one that keeps me going is having a purpose, and that can change based off of the environment and the circumstances. And I'd say as long as I'm doing something that can contribute to my purpose, I'm doing okay. You know, as long as I'm moving forward even a little bit, that's enough for me. And it is tough a lot of the times, but somehow I've managed. So it's just it's trial and error, you know?
Yep. It's always trial and error, but do not feel completely defeated if something doesn't work out, because it's an experience and you can learn from it and adapt it. Like, even like some of the dumbest things I've ever created, I've came back to years later and went, oh wait, I can utilize that in this way now. Because your brain goes, oh, I've made that. I've solved the problem. I figured out a way to use it. And it's great.
It's funny that you say that, because chat, you want to know something? So again, I've been streaming for almost like 9 years. So obviously I didn't get it perfect the first time. And it's funny because just like Kito said, like, I have been reworking my brand. I haven't changed a thing. I haven't like rebranded. I've like kept the same thing, and I'm perfecting it. I'm fine tuning it. And it's really funny because after I had finally commissioned an artist for this model that you see here today, I had planned a re-debut, and for those of you who found me from my trailer that went out for my re-debut that happened last August, I hyped it up, I built it up, I was like, this is going to be it. I'm turning over a new leaf, and this is finally going to be the year that, like, or the chapter that I'm manifesting this to become something. And the day of my re-debut, when I finally came out as low poly, you know, some people come out as gay. I came out as low poly. That's just, but I
Lost a few vertexes, but we don't judge.
yes. That day, the day of my re-debut that was hyped up, everything went to shit. Nothing worked. Everything was garbage. It was so scuffed to the point where I was sitting here and I was at a loss. I was almost at the brink of tears because I had hyped this up. I had built this up and everything just started going wrong. And for me, especially when plans change or things don't go according to my expectations, I implode. I was inconsolable. And I literally ended stream. I deleted the VOD. I said, that was the worst fucking thing. Everything sucks. But here we are. So it's like I experienced those emotions. I took it. I felt it. And then I just moved on and I said, whatever. I will move on from this and I will pick it up from the next stream. And we're here. So it doesn't matter if you have like a fucking royal fuck up. You know, if you had these expectations, you didn't meet them that one day in time, you say, whatever, we'll do it again. We'll try it again. You just have to have the fortitude to pick yourself up, brush yourself off, and just go again.
Yep. Oh, couldn't say it better. Honestly, because you're not all, especially when you're doing live content, it's not going to be hit after hit. You can't, it physically can't. You're never, it's not always going to be a winner. Sometimes you'll have a stream where you felt like you've done garbage. Sometimes you'll have a stream where you felt like you've done amazing.
Yep.
Just have a stream where you're having fun.
Failure is a great teacher.
It really is. And I've got a couple more topics, but we'll then jump into like the community questions.
Yeah.
Have you got any tips or insider knowledge from, let's just say, the VTuber side of things, on your side at least, for aspiring creators?
All right. I'm going to say this, and it's going to be some tough words to swallow, especially because it's me. Be careful who, and this kind of goes back to what I said about the Discord communities and networking, but please be careful what groups you associate with, because especially in the VTuber community, and I'm sure people who catch wind of it have seen, there's a lot of drama. There is so much negativity. There's people calling other people out. There's just like cancel threads. There's just, it's so much, and it's overwhelming and it's overstimulating, and you don't need to get involved with this. I don't know if anybody has picked up on this, but because I started as like, you know, not a VTuber, I don't really find myself in those communities. I kind of like cross paths with certain people who happen to be involved in those communities, but you want to find people naturally. Don't just thrust yourself fully into like a VTuber community. And now I have to like associate with all these popular VTubers. I have to watch all these popular people. I have to do exactly how everybody's doing everything. But there's just so much drama on social media. So please just be careful who you associate with, who you're following, what you're exposing yourself to. What I like to do is don't fit the streamer aspect of your life, fit your aspect of life. What do you genuinely want to see when you open your phone? Do you want to see people saying, oh my God, this person didn't do this person said this? Or do you want to see, oh my God, that's the cutest fucking cat I've ever seen? Or, oh my God, this game looks so fucking cool and it's coming out next month? Or, oh my God, like, look at this really cool, like, thing that somebody created. Like, expose yourself to what makes you thrive. Like, it's essentially like exposing a plant to sunlight and water. what is going to make you grow as a person, not what is going to make you grow as a VTuber. So don't associate with all the negativity and the toxicity. Don't succumb to that. I know it's hard, it's spicy, it's interesting, but try to pull yourself away from that and put yourself into environments where you feel yourself thriving. That's kind of, yes.
No, that's bang on. The way I was going to word it was never try and follow these trends, because the goalposts move so goddamn quick that you'll always be behind. Like, see if there is a game that you've been following for ages, yet it's the new hit thing. See if you've already had interest in it, just play it. Doesn't matter if it's an oversaturated topic. If you're having fun with it, then that's the bonus. Like, honestly, you can't follow these trends because there's just so many of them all the time.
100% Swoggles, toxic positivity, yes. And it's really funny because wildly enough, and I don't know if anybody in the Discord was aware of this, and I'm going to bring this up because I wasn't going to talk about it, like, I wasn't going to make a big deal, but I think it needs to be talked about. There was somebody in my Discord, I have no idea who they were, I'm going to be fully real. I try to know everybody that's in my community. I do the best that I can, but I used to be a barista. I knew everybody's orders. I knew everybody's names, but I can only do so much. Hey, look at that. Maybe there's a link, chat. You got to become a barista before you become a streamer.
We found the end. We found the end.
But there was somebody that showed up like 10 days ago, not 10 days from now, but like they had joined my Discord 10 days from the incident. And all of a sudden out of nowhere, they said, all of you guys living this fabricated reality, you have no idea what the real world holds. You're just, you're distracting yourself from real life with this fabricated positivity, and, you're not real friends. They're not real people. It's just a virtual, like, they literally, I'm not even kidding, chat. Okay, thank you so much for the hydrate. But they dropped this whole, like, philosophical, like, this paragraph out of nowhere, and then they dipped. They just dipped. And they just started saying, oh, I hope you all enjoy your fabricated reality. And it was very interesting to see. And I can understand coming into like a Discord community where everybody's like generally positive about things, that you would feel like, what the fuck is this? This is not real life. But if you're truly part of the community, I touch on every single... I mean, I was just talking about my dead dad, chat. Like, we know we've been through shit. Just because we choose to be positive and lighthearted about it doesn't mean we don't know the pain of existing in this fucked up planet. But I like to look at it in an optimistic sense. And yeah, maybe that you can call me delusional, but it's gotten me this fucking far, dude. Like, I'm sorry.
Matty, what the fuck?
Hell yeah, let's fucking go.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I have so many friends with dead dads. It's totally
Same.
chill. It's
Yeah,
totally
yeah.
chill. I mean, also raise your hand. Dead Mom Club also is out there. Just any takers. See, no, but I'm just saying, it's like, I felt real pain. I know what it's like to exist in reality, and it's totally fine to have a balance of both. And that's what it is, but it's like how you choose to approach those things. So, losing my parents, obviously I'm an orphan. So yeah, rip in chat for that. But like, I went through it. I've experienced the sadness. I've experienced the loss and the pain. I experienced the grief nearly every single day. I would like to have a moment where I can just hop on my PC and talk to a bunch of people and yap and pretend that I'm a voice actor in Undertale for 2 hours a day. Like, we are allowed to...
It's been so funny to watch.
We are allowed to have that. And here's the thing. People will feel like they are not allowed to be happy because they feel like they need to feel that pain and suffering. And like, yes, it is good to know it because it helps you relate to people and it helps you help people who are also going through that. But you are allowed to have the opposite. You are allowed to still be happy and still push forward and still have optimism. Both can be true because you cannot have the bad without good, and you cannot have the good without the bad. So having this person come in and be like, well, you're all happy and you don't know pain. And I'm like, bro. And I genuinely reached out to this person and I was just like, I hope whatever you're going through, like, you know, you find a way to get through it. Like, I can sense that something is, you know, difficult for you and you haven't found a way to deal with it in a positive way. And that happens. And that's totally okay. If you haven't yet found your way to be optimistic about horrible shit, yeah, that's part of life. You're going to learn as you get older. I promise you. And people say, oh, it gets better with time. Yeah, it kind of fucking does. Like, growth is just experience through time. And that is the only way we can grow. So that's my whole spiel on too much positivity versus, you know, facing reality.
It's the thing of like, been through my own bunch of shit, like lots of really bad crap that I've went through previously and spoke about, but like I'm not here to publicize that to everyone. Essentially, I'm here to like get people's mind off stuff if they're going through that. And I'm like, here, you want to terrorize a dumb Scottish guy playing Dark Souls or whatever and like have a laugh? Yeah, on you go. Come on, let's have a laugh. I don't mind. I like the banter. I like having that just like interaction of making people like at least have a little bit of a smile, even if it is in some cases for some people a little bit sadistic. It's fine. No trauma here. It's fine. But no, it's I'm always been an optimistic but very empathetic person. And I will, as you do as well. It seems like you'll reach out if you notice someone's not right, they're not feeling great. You'll try and see like, hey, are you doing okay? So, like, just trying to touch base at least. And it's actual genuine empathy.
Yeah.
But a lot of people, like, it was something I was going to say earlier. Remember that all these content creators and things like that out there in any capacity, they're people still. They still have the good and bad of just daily life. It's not exactly sunshine and rainbows out there at the moment. So if they're here just trying to have a good time, don't be that dickhead that comes in and tries to ruin it for everybody. Like, if you're having a bad day, speak about somebody, but don't be a dick about it. Like, please. Because other people could be going through it. Other people could be going through everything, like really shitty stuff. And it's just a much better way to be like, relate to someone and be like, I understand, I'm going through crap as well. But then the common denominator, we're here to watch some person play a game or voice act in Undertale or, you know, like all that sort of stuff. Get like, just be there for the entertainment value of it. Stick with that, because as soon as you start being a dick about it, people will start treating you that way, and all that's going to do is make it infinitely worse for you, because you're going to be sad, miserable, and alone because you've pushed everybody away by just snapping and being a dick to everyone, essentially.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about you, but that's one of the reasons why I made a channel in my Discord specifically for venting about just random bullshit that people are going through. Because I know we can't always be sunshine and rainbows like all day. I mean, I'm rainbow every damn day, but like still. But like, but you know, I wanted a place where people could just drop any bullshit they're going through and not expect anything from it, not expect people to be like, well, what the fuck, bro? Or, you know, not have to hold a standard for themselves to be like, oh my God, I have to be happy and smiling all day, you know? So, and it's honestly, people go in there to vent, but also people go in there and they read what people say and they offer advice, they offer condolences, they offer like company. And it's just a really good thing to see that even the bad times, chat, can lead to that connection, because at the end of the day, we're just fucking human. You can't hold ourselves to any kind of standard. Just because you're one way one day doesn't mean you're going to be that way the next. So
Yep.
I find beauty in it. Here, I got you. Cool, dude. I got you. I only I have the power because I need a power trip every once in a while. No, I'm just kidding. We got hate.
Just a little bit.
We got hate rated at one point, and after that, I'm scarred. So I have the power to post my Discord.
The last one before we go into anything you would like to talk about or the community stuff is where do you draw the line for
Parasocial relationships, like that kind of
that
stuff.
kind of that kind of stuff? Like, is have you had that happen? Has it been something that you've had to like be very aware of? Because I know that unfortunately from the experience I've had with some of the communities that I'm involved in, I've seen a bunch of people be very parasocial and be really weird. It's weird because it's in my experience it's been mostly with VTubers I've seen it happen, and
Yeah.
that's odd, but it'd be nice to have your stance on it as well.
So I'm not the best person when it comes to dealing with this because I unfortunately am 100% a people pleaser, and I want everybody to feel understood, to feel seen, to feel acknowledged, and to feel like they're getting what they need. And so unfortunately that leads to not so favorable instances. I remember, and this has happened multiple times, and I'm sure several people have seen it. Also super cool. You can join the Discord if you're 18 or up. It is an 18 or up community, but you can definitely stay in touch on YouTube in my community if you're not, until you are. And that's all I ask. So when it comes to most people in my community, I love to establish at least an acquaintanceship with everybody in my community. I want to be on a first name basis. And if I'm not on a first name basis, I'm going to come up with some ungodly rendition of your username and refer to you as that. And we all know it, chat, right? I mean, honestly, if I met any of you in real life, I'm going to call you Spectator. I'm going to call you Swoggles. I'm going to call you Flyer. I'm not going to call you your real name. You're fucking ridiculous for thinking that.
Luna still calls me Keto-san, and they're married to me. So
I
they
love
call me
that.
Keto. So
Mint hates the fact that I, even on stream, he's like, call me Scott. And I'm like, not everybody knows you're Scott. I'm just going to call you Mint so everybody knows. But, you know, here's the thing. I made friends through streaming. I have a friend all the way in Saudi Arabia that I made during one of my first streaming, like in my first year of streaming, and we're still friends to this day. I have friends that I made across the country, and on a whim, there he is in chat complaining. On a whim, I invited them to a Halloween party at my house. They fucking flew. They fucking flew across the country, and I got to meet two of my best internet friends. Just because I was like, hey, gee, you're invited, by the way, not expecting. And I got to meet them. And honestly, I love to get to know everybody, which is why I encourage everybody who's in the Discord and part of the community to introduce themselves. And so I can learn about you, because if you're here, if you're hanging around me, there's a good chance that we have something in common, that we vibe, you know, that we're on the same level. But of course, there's certain people who, you know, you don't know off the bat, but then you'll see messages in chat like, hey, did you see my message? Hey, did you see my message? Hey, you didn't answer my message. Or then it'll turn into whispers on Twitch like, you didn't answer my message. Are you ignoring me? Why are you ignoring me? And I haven't had this happen too often, because I'd like to believe that, you know, we're all capable of distinguishing and hitting me with objects. But when it has happened, unfortunately, you know, again, because I'm a people pleaser, I'm like, listen, like, I explained to them, like, hey, I have ADHD. I'm not going to see every message. You know, like, I'm just trying to talk to everybody. It's not a slight against you. You know, I'll let it go on, and then it'll happen again. And here's the thing, chat. I have ADHD. I'm going to miss things. Also, if you want to be on par, just like any of my other in real life friends, you're not going to hear from me for weeks. I am terrible with keeping up with people. So in my tenure on being a streamer, and especially a VTuber, I have dealt with that, but I eventually have convened with enough people and people who are my mods who are like, Ray, you gotta just fucking ban this person. And so they help keep me level-headed, and they say you have to be able to set up your boundaries. You have to be able to know when enough is enough. And they have reminded me, and in reminding me, I'm starting to generate my own boundaries. And now chat, you know this. I've talked back to you. You tell me, especially when it comes to like backseating and everything like that. I'm like, chat, we're not doing this right now. I will literally kill everybody in this game right now if you tell me how to play. And so I get a little.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Yeah,
fucking short. It was so funny.
Well, it's because initially I didn't have that, because I'm like, well, no, I'll do it how you want. I'll do it. I want to make you happy. But because thank you. But I've been dealt these hands over and over again, and I've talked to other people. Talk to other people. Bounce your ideas off of other people, chat. That is where I have gotten these boundaries from, is because I literally am like, I don't know what to do in this. I'm very uncomfortable. I've made this person unhappy. I don't know what to do because everything's telling me to do whatever they want. So I've had to run it by somebody else, like a third party who's not biased, and they'll be like, dude, you literally got to get rid of this person. So if you're having a hard time with people pleasing, run it by somebody else and do exactly what they say, because they're 9 out of 10 chance they're telling you set up your boundaries and make sure you have a line, and when it's crossed, you know.
I feel like you're being called out.
Listen, this is you're seeing the aftermath, spectator, and it's because I call spectator my biggest hater. Spectator, believe it or not, you are one of the hands in teaching me how to deal with criticism, because I'm horrible with criticism, because I take it personally and I start to reflect on my own character. And so because you've gotten so frustrated with how bad I play games, I've learned to just take it in stride. I've learned to just, you know what? I'm just here. Yep, we're fishing again. So, but yeah, it's a learning process for sure. But my number one suggestion is to run it by a third party. Anybody who's dealing with that.
Yeah, I've had to do the exact same. Ironically, recently as well, where I was like, I have now turned around to my mods and went, if it is going too far, you can act on your own accord. I trust you enough to basically yeet what the problem is. If they have a problem with it, they can appeal or whatever. But if there's an issue, then you can deal with it. Because I trust them, specifically people like Matty and things like that, who I've known for a long time, so I trust them a lot.
Who is that?
Because I am a people pleaser.
Yeah, you get it. I figure everything I say you resonate with, so.
I'm very much so. And I'm like, yep, that's exactly what I do. God damn it. But it's a very interesting one, because finding that line, if you're on social media for any capacity, is really difficult. But it's a weird thing to talk about, considering like you'll be in the same boat as me, where you're like, yeah, don't be parasocial. Ah, shit, I'm married to someone who used to watch me. I'm with someone.
I used to be a K-pop stan, so I know what parasocial is.
Fair. You know what?
I was there in the trenches. I get it.
Now, a very easy one before we jump into the community questions. Where did the username come from?
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna put something to rest once and for all, chat, because I've had some wild beef, unreciprocated beef with the streamer, the Minecraft streamer, Ranboo. Okay, because. Here's the thing. Obviously, this dude has a name very similar to mine. No relation. Absolutely none whatsoever. In fact, I did it first. So let's put those rumors to bed. No, here's the thing. It all started because I decided, as most of us do, to Google myself one day. And I Googled my name, and Google decided to be like, did you mean Ranboo? And I said, the fuck I did not. So I'm like, good, great. I'm so glad that our names are so similar, and hence why I'm probably referred to as Rainbow sometimes. So it is not, it is Rainbow. We're gonna have a piss break after this, ladies and gentlemen, just letting everybody know, get your bladders ready.
Yep.
So I came up with this username when I first made an Instagram. When did Instagram come out? Fuck if I know. But it came out when I was in high school. And I was in high school start of 2010, okay? So at least 16 years ago, chat. 16 years ago. And I wanted to come up with a username that was my name, Ray, okay? But part of a word. And I wanted it short. I wanted it one word because I don't want all that underscores and numbers bullshit, because it needs to be clean. It needs to be beautiful. It needs to just be like snap of the fingers and roll off the tongue. Just that's her. That's who she is. And so me being into K-pop, hence Korean stuff, and also into anime, Japanese stuff, I was like, I want to have like a Korean syllable and a Japanese syllable in this. And I want it to be a word that makes sense when people read it. And I'm like, what's a word that means a lot to me? And I said, rainbow would be cool. And I'm like, how am I going to spell that? So R-A-E-N, rain, is a Korean syllable. Bo, B-O-U, that is how they write out like katakana, hiragana, all that stuff in Japanese to being bo. So that's why it is the long O sound. And a lot of people think it means boo. I get it. In other languages, it doesn't sync. But either way, I had the Korean syllable and the Japanese syllable, and it meant rainbow. And I was like, I love rainbows. And like my first cat was named Rainbow. It has 7 colors in it. There's 7 white keys on a piano. I was literally bullshitting all these different things that have to do with this as to make it so more meaningful to me. So I came up with it. I was the first. It literally, and it just kind of carried over, and it kind of like, I really melded with it after, I wanted to become something positive and like a distraction for people, because there's no way avoiding the corniness of it, but what comes after the storm, what shines through the clouds and the rain when things are the worst? It's the rainbow. It's me. Hello. Hi. How you doing? So yeah. That's kind of what I've manifested it into. But yeah, it started as an Instagram username because I have OCD and I needed something super clean that was just, it checked all the boxes. So.
No, that's awesome. I actually love that answer.
Great.
That's a good answer.
Well, you got to tell
like
us
that.
yours now, because I don't know what the fuck's going on over there.
So mine's just like really anticlimactic. Whoa. One sec, is that how it's said? Sorry. Dyslexic moment. Anticlimactic. No.
Anticlimactic.
I done so well up until this point. Anticlimactic. Oh, piss off.
No, you're
That's
saying
fine.
it. It's happening.
It's there, right?
Yeah.
Underwhelming. There we go. It's a very underwhelming story. I was basically one of the weebs of school. And it was just the kind of name that kind of got passed over. I think it was there was a character in a manga, I can't remember who it was, that was kind of like how I was in school, and it was just Keto at the time. And then it just kind of, I just like, I want to see what I can do with it. And I did the sand to it, because it's like the reference, the respect time sign for someone, because it's familial. And I was like, that'll be a good way. Figured out no one else had it. So I just managed to stick with it, and it's kind of just came from there. And I was very lucky because I didn't need to add any of those underscores or anything like that. I'm just going to keep it with that. But now it's normally people put symbols like keys and a toe and then a sun. Yeah, that's how people are like. I'm like, it's phonetic. Just do it that way. You know what? The key toe sand kind of works, right? Whatever, cool. Stick with that. But yeah, it was a really base story. Nothing really interesting about it. I was just like, I just kind of want it because it sounds a bit weepy because I'm a bit of a weep.
It gets the point across. It does.
Yeah.
You don't meet a lot of Scotsmen that have Kito-san as like a name, so it's definitely unique in that sense.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Swiggles. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I wasn't XX Kios.
Oh my god. Oh, wait, hold on. That, you guys want to know, because I used to be a YouTuber. A lot of people don't know this because I made all the videos are now unlisted. I used to be like an IRL YouTuber. Like I used to make skits, and I had a group of friends. We'd make really dumb videos, and we called ourselves, I called us the Babbling Idiots. But I would upload these videos as well as anime FMVs under the username Dark Shadow 100. And that was my curse for all of middle school. I would get on the bus, and the kids at the back of the bus would be like, "Hey, it's Dark Shadow 100." And I just, you know what? I owned that shit.
Ironically, I was very similar. Mine was Tainted Flame.
They all get us eventually.
They do. I was like, that's too edgy. That's not me. I'm not that edgy. But I did also have another YouTube channel that I actually tried to start, because I originally tried to start YouTubing, but then had a 4-hour gameplay corrupt, and it totally killed my motivation for doing it because it totally corrupted.
I get you.
But it was Not So Casual Gamer, which I thought was a great name.
Yeah.
And then I never done anything
You
with
can
it.
mark it.
I was like, God damn it.
See, I was ahead of my time because I tried to pick a name that I could corner the market with, so I could be like, I would get every username. The only place that I don't have rainbow is Discord. And I've literally messaged the person. No, it's because when they swapped over to the usernames, I have to put a dot at the end of it, chat, and I'm not okay. I lie
That's
awake
not okay.
some nights. But I've cornered the market. You want something that's easy for people to identify. You want people that, like, it's easily searchable. You know, they see it, they know exactly what it is. Like, you see the name Queso spelled how it is, and you're like, I know exactly what that is, you know?
Yep.
So that was just my motivation. Not that I knew, I literally just wanted an Instagram user, and like, I literally didn't expect all of this. But I do want to break for piss. Because I think I actually may piss. That might happen live. No, I'm kidding. But we're gonna break for piss so we can get the ads out of the way, so the rest of stream is ad free.
Yep. It'll be the last part of it if that is fine with you for doing the community questions, because I've got some set up as well.
Absolutely. All right, we're gonna get into your questions next. So I will see you guys in a little bit. Goodbye for now.
All right, and now, with our powers combined, we have the biggest boat. Hold on. And she's ready to sail. Are you... Can I get that back?
If I have to step away for a little bit, I'm probably losing customers. But if I step away for a bit, look what happens. I'm sleeping!
I'm on cart duty.
You had one fucking job.
Hey, you got something?
Can you put the card over here?
God damn it!
Go.
You cannot move the card anymore.
Is there nothing out there? Oh, okay.
No, wait.
Stop moving the goddamn car.
Sorry.
Let go of
I think you know what? Somebody else can do this. I'm done.
Crown up here.
Is chamois a type of leather? No. I thought chamois was like a fucking sauce.
What? What? Are you kidding?
Guys, are you downstairs or upstairs?
Ronan's throwing up again.
Oh, okay.
I swear I've only had 2 drinks.
I need the hamburger with ketchup, mayo, mustard, onion, pickle, and then a Mr. Hoop.
I already did that.
Oh, where is it?
Yeah, I did. I don't know. I gave it to Hanabi.
I threw it away.
It has.
Why did you throw it away?
No.
Why can't this car drive?
Alright.
Not be
Hanabi, somebody hit your car.
My
Oh, I'm in the
jugular.
back seat. I'm in the. I'm trying to drive the car from the back seat.
Okay. Are we back? Oh, I always forget. There
Yeah,
we
we're
go.
back. Don't worry. I
There
got
we go.
you.
There we go.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody.
back.
That was a good piss.
Welcome
Oh,
back. Oh, fucking. Well, you were back
that was
shortly.
short-lived. Thanks, Pocky. I know where you live. No, I'm kidding. I don't know where you live.
But they will find out. They will find you and they will kill you.
Maybe. Thank you so much for the hydrate. We are restocking the piss as we speak.
Restocking the piss is
Yeah.
a fantastic phrase. That is
Yeah.
that is
the
phrase.
I never wanted to become the piss streamer. But unfortunately, here we are.
That just
Razor
kind of naturally
blades.
happened.
Oh my god. I don't know what it is. It all started because here we go. Speaking of which, I wanted a wooden sign. God, chat, what are we doing? I wanted a wooden sign that would plaster across my face that said "Gone Pissin'," like for fishing,
Oh,
like
that's
"Gone Fishing."
Good
But
though.
I wanted that, and then I thought it was so funny, but I never actually made it because, again, I have a lot of ideas, but getting them to actually happen is another thing. So,
You've heard it, chat.
I'd
Get
just
on
be-
that. That's fucking funny.
how you doing, Ray? Thanks for hanging out. If it goes on for more than 30 minutes, it's not ironic anymore. You're so right. You're so right. Razor blades is kind of dope though, but like we don't talk like that anymore, unfortunately. We don't do that. We can't. Gotta keep things like short and sweet.
Yeah.
All right.
The attention deficit disorder is real.
All right.
So, would you like to go first?
Sure. You know what? I will actually pull up the one question I got on Instagram. Everybody's just really hammering the door down at Instagram that I got one question. This one is a short and sweet one. This is from someone named Dara. Love you, Dara. This one's simply, what game do you have the most hours on?
Game.
That is a great question because I'm pretty sure I know what it is, but I'm gonna check Steam just in case. I don't know how Steam. How do you find that out on Steam chat? Somebody knows. Somebody's out there with knowing. Let's see. How do you find that out, chat? Oh wait. Sort by hours played. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. So my number one played Steam game, chat, is Conan Exiles with 326 hours, okay? Wildly enough, Lurk Bait is coming in second with 143 hours, thanks to you guys. But I'm pretty
great.
sure my most played game, especially if you consider all the games within the series, is Animal Crossing. I have at least 600 hours just in the new one alone. I couldn't even begin to tell you how many hours I have in all the previous renditions of it. But Animal Crossing is probably my most played game. Oh, you know what? Overwatch is probably up there too, but I don't know how many hours I have in that.
Okay. On Steam, it is PUBG, which I used to play a lot of,
That checks.
but I've never played that for many years now, which is hilarious. But then it's Night Rain because I have been playing the absolute crap out of that.
That's the Elden
but
Ring.
if it was to be over, yeah, the Elden
Okay.
Ring multiplayer.
I have yet to play that.
It's very fun. It's really
been
dumb.
told.
But if it was to be general games, probably Majora's Mask, because I've played through that many a time. I love
Breath of the
Majora's
Wild
Mask
is
my
up there
favorite
for me.
Zelda. Yeah. Or Final Fantasy 9, because that's my favorite Final Fantasy, because I've got that on so many platforms. Or Binding of Isaac, because I have played hundreds and hundreds of hours of Binding of Isaac on my Switch. I adore that game so much. I love my
have yet to
roguelikes.
play that. I've never played it, but I've been requested to, so that might be up and coming.
Roguelikes are definitely one of those things that are really fun.
I really like Risk of Rain for a roguelike.
Risk of Rain 2 is one of my favorite games.
Hades is also fun. I really like Megabonk. Speaking of crowd
Megabonk
control,
is so
have you played it
fun.
with crowd control though? Because
I
that
have not, but I will.
do
be.
it, because your waking nightmares will become a reality. You thought the game was hard to begin with?
Yeah, so I made that mistake with Noita, if you've ever played that.
I don't think so.
Wizard. It is a game where you explore with a wizard wand and you can customize the wand as you work your way through, but it has crowd control natively.
Ooh, what is it called?
It's called oh god, I just said the name of it in it. Noita. Noita, yeah. Noita.
Thank God
a
you spelled it, because
side-scrolling-
I have no idea with your accent. I
Yep.
was like, I have no idea what that word is.
Natively, it has a
it's
thing where
pixel.
people can put in crowd control. Yep.
Cool.
And
I'll add it
it
to my wish
has
list.
hundreds and thousands of combinations of wands, but they can also summon creatures against you. They can make the land disappear. They can summon bombs on you. It's all physics-based particles as well. It's an incredibly well put together game, because like it's got sand, water, everything, different
cool.
liquids mixed to make different things. It's crazy, but playing
I'll have
it
to
with
check it
crowd
out.
control is the wildest. I've never finished a run on crowd control.
Anything
I
is.
can't.
Anything is, really.
It's
Crowd
so
control
much-
turns
it's so much
anything
fun.
into a nightmare. But it's great.
It's so good.
It's good.
It's so good. Okay. I've got one from Matty. Yeah, you can summon Sawblade. The Sawblades. They can change how your spells react, and they can put Boomerang on. But Sawblades do friendly fire damage. So when they combine the two, you fire a blade, it comes back, and it cuts you in two. I've died many a time with that. People like
Jeez.
being like it's very fun. It's really dumb. But yes, we've got a Matty question from Thick Matty,
Matty.
my moderator. Yeah, he adds this all the time for any of these tangential tales I've done. So it'd be nice to have your look on it.
Okay.
If you were to come across an identical replica of yourself on Twitch as a viewer, what would make you want to stick around and stick around the stream, and why? So what of your own content, style of content, do you create content that you would stick around and watch?
So it's really funny that you asked that, because if there was anybody whose energy that I would compare myself to as like one of those headlining like streamers / YouTuber / content creators, I would say Jacksepticeye. And I had to stop watching him because his energy was too overstimulating for me. And so it's very strange that, and I think it goes with the old saying, opposites attract. You are attracted to the things that you are lacking in. And so therefore, I'd like to believe that I attract like-minded and personality-wise individuals, but I also like to believe that I attract people who are the introverts, who are quiet. And I typically do. I do attract a lot of people like that. So if I came across somebody who was me, I'd have to shut that shit down real quick. I would be like, okay, I have enough of this shit. Top of the morning to you. Like, I can't. It's too much.
That is that's such an interesting response, because the way that it's normally answered is yes, because they're wanting to see the stuff they're putting out, what they would like to see. But like, I've had that feedback as well, much like I'm guessing yourself has, where it's your streams can be incredibly overstimulating for
Absolutely,
people.
yeah.
And
I
totally
completely
understand
accept that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I regularly watch Markiplier, super low key. Like, he gets funny and like loud sometimes, but it's like very occasionally. And that way I can just kind of passively watch him rather than be like, I'm listening. Oh my God. You know, it's just so. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm on the side of, I would probably stop and watch the amount of chaos, because that's the type of ADHD I have, where that amount of stimulation, I'm just like, this is great. I love this amount of chaos. This fits my brain, because that's what I'm putting out. But I can easily see how that would be way too much for some people. So yeah, no, that's a good one.
So one I have, and I have to answer this question. This is the question that multiple people have asked.
Okay.
And so Chad, are you ready for the #1 most asked question that I have to get out of the way because all of you guys asked this question? We're gonna do a little drum roll. Will we come to Brazil? No. And the answer is depending on my finances. I absolutely would love to travel to Brazil. I would love to travel overseas anywhere, but honestly, Brazil, it has a prowess that is unrivaled. There is such passion behind the culture, and it is just a vibrancy that only I could really. I mean, Rainbow, come on, hello. Vibrancy is my middle name. So I would absolutely love to. And God willing, finances willing, hey, if you guys help me stream full time, this may be a next year thing. But yes, I would absolutely love to. What about you, Keto?
For somewhere to go.
He actually hates Brazil, Chad. No, just kidding.
No, I would actually love to go to Brazil, but like, I would love to go back to Japan.
Oh, so you've been? Okay, well.
I went a long time ago, and it wasn't under the best circumstances or best company, I'll say.
Gotcha.
But I still got to do some of the coolest stuff ever. But like, going to Brazil would be amazing. The only issue I have is I'm far too Scottish. The heat would kill me. I would die. My genetics would fail me. Like, I would burn. Like, I'm struggling in our current summer, and you're lucky if it's 30 degrees.
See, chat, the real reason I moved to Arizona was to prepare for Brazil.
You found a stepping stone.
Yes.
That's great. I'm very unsuited for the climate, like 100%.
I'm from the Northeast. I'm from the nor'easters, the snow. I'm from that. And I moved to Arizona.
Damn. So, yeah, like, I would love to go to Brazil, but I that's not the like culture that I've looked that far into, with being a giant fucking weeb. Japan, it's more to the technology side, because like, I've done product design as a part of my university stuff, where I was looking at prosthetics and things, and I wanted to go to the tech museums and stuff like that, because that stuff boggles my mind. I love that sort of intricate working. So that's why I'd want to go back, because I'd actually want to go deep into the technology side of like healthcare and stuff like that over there. So
Cool.
that's where I would like to go. But yeah, the fact that you're saying it ranges from 30 to 40, 10 to 40, sorry, that is about 40 degrees too much for me.
I am American. I have no idea what those mean.
8, is that like 7? Is that like 60 to 90
90?
Fahrenheit? It must be.
Oh, 90 is a cool day in Arizona. But we don't have the humidity. But also, I would beg to differ that the humidity might be a plus, because I am just dissolving in this heat. Everything is falling off of me. My skin, I'm bleeding. It's just too dry. It's too dry.
It's all humidity over in the UK. Like,
Oh yeah, because it's raining.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, and they're like, I should be okay with this weather. Why am I not? And I'm like, it's so strange. It's such a strange heat, because it was like 2 weeks ago we had 5 degrees if you're lucky. But then instantly it's like, look, 35. Oh God, please help us. Oh no, we're dying. So
here's the thing. I think chat forgets that I literally spent 26 years of my life in New England, where it is humid as all hell there. I know what humidity does. I'm saying I'd rather that, because guess what, chat? Are you good when every day your lips fall off? Are you okay when you wash your hands and they start bleeding? Are you okay? Because I want a life before that was the thing. I want that life back. I don't give a fuck if I feel like I have a blanket of wet heat. I would prefer that than having my hands look like I just beat up somebody in a back alley.
Spectre, what the? Got that.
No lotion can account for this. I have at least 15 bottles of lotion, travel size, full size, family size, Costco size. I could bathe and it wouldn't make a difference. You don't know what the desert is capable of. Anyways.
I feel like it was a touchy subject.
The great
there was
listening.
There's such genuine heated hate there. Oh, that was great.
They say it's a dry heat, like it's a good thing, bitch. I'm withering away. Anyways.
Anyway. Okay. So a really interesting one I got asked by Bonewick was, is FOMO something you deal with?
What is it?
FOMO, fear of missing out.
Oh, yes. Holy shit. I thought you said like a full mouth, and I was like, all the time. All the time.
All the time.
I just be eating. No. But no, yeah. I unfortunately, because there will be instances where, for instance, Mint will make plans with friends, and he's like, oh yeah, my friends want us to hang out and everything. He's got a lot of friends. I don't. So he's used to it. I'm not. And I don't have a big social battery. So I'll be drained. I'll want to stay home and I'll want to be out. And he's like, yeah, my friends, you don't have to go. And I am like deceased at this point. But I think about, oh my God, the memories, oh, the inside jokes, oh, they're gonna have things to talk about and I'm not gonna be a part of it. And I just go because I need to know what's going on. I need to get in there. I need to get my hands in there.
Push yourself past.
I push myself past
your capacity.
Yeah, and I mean, it giveth and it taketh away, because yes, I will burn out from like over socialization, but I also get to be a part of things that I wouldn't normally be a part of. But yeah, I unfortunately have that, and it's honestly not a great thing, I would say. I think if you hop on board with a lot of things just because other people are doing it and you want the experience, it can be a good thing. But if your body and your mind is telling you, bro, now is not the time, you gotta listen. You gotta listen. But really reflect on it. I would say pros and cons list if you're really conflicted.
Yeah. I do suffer from FOMO, but I forget about it very quickly because I get distracted by something else and my brain ends up going to whatever. Unless it's something that's like repeatedly prevalent, then I'll be like, oh fuck, because like I'll always be like, I want to go to a social situation and like hang out with people, but because I like being social, I'm quite social. My partner's very
me too.
introverted. But as soon as I'm there, 10 minutes max, and I'm like, I need to go and take a break because my brain just goes 150 mile an hour. And then I'm like, right, I need to go. I need to take 10 because holy crap, my brain's buzzing. I need to format and then come back. Give me a minute. But every time I'm away, I'm like, am I missing out on something? Like, did I miss a joke? But I try not to get too worked up about it because I'm like, other people need to live their lives.
Yeah.
So.
We all need to have our own experiences. Otherwise, what is there to talk about with people? What is there to catch up on? You know?
Hey,
that's a good way.
Can we ban super cool? Because like they just done the live, laugh, love thing, you know, like please.
Super
At least it wasn't a Comic Sans. At least it wasn't in Comic Sans. It's fine.
I have many renditions of that saying. I thought you were serious because again, I'm on the spectrum and I'm like, are they serious?
Sorry,
I feel like he's been rather okay.
No, he's totally fine. Totally fine. It's the live, laugh, love thing. Oh my god, it winds me up so much. But it's became a thing because, you know.
Yeah. I just want to address what Swoggle said. I'm baffled that Ray doesn't have a lot of friends because she's very outgoing and friendly. So honestly, so I make a lot of friends. I make friends very easily, but friends is like a loose term. I make acquaintances and I get along with people very easily. I can mask very easily in any certain, so I can start up a conversation like a lawnmower and just get it going, you know, like. But at the core of my being, do I stay in touch with these people constantly? Do I text these people all the time? Do I want to talk to these people all the time? I can't. I just can't. I don't have a social battery for a lot of people because, I mean, Mint has a gazillion friends. He's got so many, and he's quiet. He's a very quiet person, but he's got a gazillion friends. It's like the opposite. It's weird. And we'll go out every other weekend, and I'm like, this is cool, I guess. And then eventually I'm like, oh, I can't do it anymore because I'm an only child. I grew up by myself. I grew up with myself, and I feel the most comfortable when I'm alone, when I'm isolated, because I feel like I don't have to meet any standards. I don't have to like match anybody's energy. I don't have any expectations. I don't feel like I have, because I have the constant chat. I know it's hard to believe, but I have the constant yearning to entertain people. So finally, when I'm not around anybody, I can just like let loose and be like, oh my God, I can do anything I want. I don't have to say anything. I don't have to talk to anybody. I don't have to make jokes. I don't have to be funny. And then I can just exist. Or I have like a couple people who have the same mindset as me, and it's like seamless and I don't have to try. I really love being around people who I don't have to think too much about what I'm saying or what I'm doing, you know? And that's why I have very few friends. I don't know if you're the same, Keto.
I'm on the thing of like, I have a bunch of friends. I like making friends. Not able to keep in touch with them very well, and the majority of them know that it's because I get distracted and the whole object permanence thing. And they don't hold it against me, which is really valuable. It adds so much value to the friendship to me, because I'm just like, you know, I don't mean it. I'm not being a dick. I genuinely, I have 800 thoughts happening. I'm working through what I can. I always try and check in on people like very regularly, but sometimes it goes amiss, and it's because I've been distracted by something. Change at work, change with whatever, thought of a big project idea, something like that. But they understand it. But I have quite the social battery. My partner, on the other hand, they have agoraphobia. So trying to get them out to do things is a little bit more difficult. But I try not push them, but I do, and it's not intended as anything bad. It's just that I want you to go out and experience things and have fun and whatever. But I'm getting better at not pushing that. So, because it's just the thing with I'm just like, I just want to go out and do things and have fun and, you know,
It's
experiences
compromising,
and that.
yeah.
But yeah. Also, super cool. Don't be actually scared of me. Legitimately, it's banter. It's Scottish banter. That's how it works down this way. We take
Yeah.
the piss.
Yeah,
It's all meant in good faith.
I take piss, but like other kinds of pisses, you know? As a unit, we
But-
collectively take pisses.
Take piss, yeah. But most of my stuff is like online. A lot of my like friends are from online.
Same here.
I'm afraid of you too. Okay, cool. You're allowed to be afraid of me, Flyer. You should be afraid. You know what you did, I think. But no. But like sometimes I will have days where I don't want to chat to anyone, so I'll just sit and do my own thing, and
Yeah.
no one holds it against me, which is just that time that I need to like sort of reformat.
Good.
But I don't do it as much as I probably should. But I like being around people because I like being social. But it's a lot of effort.
It's a battle.
So it is
We manage, though. We manage.
definitely. Yeah, you got another question?
Yes. Oh, I've got a lot. Unfortunately, I might have overcompensated.
You're okay?
I should say my community really came in clutch, and thank you guys so much for being intrigued by, just us. I know we're just so interesting. So Silva asks, when are you coming to Brazil? I'm kidding. I'm not even kidding. I think I got asked this question at least 5 times. Okay. But they ask, are you currently satisfied with what you have? Is there anything that needs improvement, or are you simply content with what you have? I will say that I am never content with what I have, and that's what keeps me going. That is verbatim I think it might be an ADHD thing because we are constantly driven by dopamine. It's like a drug. And what gives me dopamine is progress, seeing results, being like, that's the reward for my hard work. Oh my God, it feels so good. So constantly striving to reach new heights. It's that whole saying, corny, but shoot for the moon, and if you miss it, you land among the stars. I'm constantly shooting for the moon, and I'm getting a little closer every time. So I'm never satisfied. But I am very, very happy and grateful for what I have, because I'm living in the live reward of what I have put out there. And I'm very happy with what I've gotten back. I'm like, oh my God, like this is everything that I've wanted. But that being said, I think we should always continue to strive to get better. You never really peak. For anybody who's thinking, oh, I've hit my peak, or I've already reached my peak, or I peaked in high school, like, no, you can always be better. You can always go further. And so that's kind of where, and I mean, for things that need improvement, I think I touched on before, my balance. I'm constantly learning how to better balance my work, social, and stream life and everything. And that's never really done. That's a work that just keeps going. And improving my mental well-being, because I mean, we all have things that we grew up unknowing, and when we finally discover more things about ourselves and how we operate, and that's why I'm interested in psychology. I want to know the why, the how, and so I just think bettering how I treat myself, and what's a symptom, what's a cause, and learning more about that, and learning the ins and out of myself, and it helps me better learn other people. So I think that's something that I'm constantly trying to improve. What about you, Keto?
I'm very much in the same thing of I am very grateful for what I have managed to create online. I've seen people create friendships and stuff within the community, and that's just amazing. But for me, I wouldn't say it's content. I'm happy with where I am, but I can always see improvement. I always want to get better, like yourself, and just try and get things polished and find the full identity, and just see if I can try and push myself that little bit more and keep working at it, because again, it's like that improvement, the dopamine. I've found how to do this. I know how to utilize this now for something in the future. I've now got this to work on. I can do this. It's opened up all this. But weirdly, and I'm not sure if you'd be the same with this, but I do get imposter syndrome, which is one of the fucking worst things on the planet. Because I have a lot of anxieties about myself and things like that, where I'm like, I sometimes don't feel like I deserve what I have, but I'm then working to feel like I should. Like I'm working enough, trying to work enough that I feel like I'm not giving them nothing back, because every time I get something I feel guilty, so I'm trying to give back, and I'm always trying to go back to the same stage, but then I'm just like, but you have given me so much, I can't how can I repay? I feel so I'm not worth this. Why? But that's just that's a mental health thing, like you said.
Yeah.
I'm trying to work on it on my own side, and it's a difficult balance to have, because I'm trying to go like, no, people have seen value in what I do, but I'm trying to keep it to. I'm trying to go. It's not about the value I see of it, because I know that that's off. It's what other people are getting from it.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
try and progress it. Try and make it better, because I want it to be worth what they think it's worth. So it's constantly building on that.
It's weird because imposter syndrome is something that I haven't fully understood, like the ins and out of. I can understand it because in the sense of I've always been this way, I've always been this person, but it wasn't up until recently where people started to actually genuinely appreciate just me, without me trying to be something different. Like, I would be bullied. I was like this in high school. I was bullied. I mean, I didn't let it affect me because I was oblivious. I don't know what the fuck was going on in high school, but like, people were just so indifferent towards me, or they would make fun of me. And now to have people appreciate that, I was like, it feels wrong. But in the same sense, I unfortunately am an only child. And I have that main character syndrome where I unfortunately occasionally get the confidence to fight God. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so fucking funny. Finally, people realize how funny I am. And that's when, so I'm back and forth with imposter syndrome. Sometimes it's like kicking my ass and I'm like, I can't believe people show up to watch me. And other times it's like, yeah, that's right, laugh. So it's like, I don't know. I think it's just a matter of environment. Like we deal with it in different ways.
Yeah, I'm very much on the pure anxiety side of it, because I had different growing up. I had a younger brother, and I was very much the black sheep of things, because I was like the weird geeky one, and the other one was, family were sporty and things, and that just was not my thing. So I was the kind of outsider of that. But they never done anything bad about it, like at all. It just was weird. But yeah, I think that's where the imposter syndrome thing comes from, because I'm just like, I was bullied and stuff, and the anxiety really got to me during growing up. So I'm trying to get over that hurdle, and it's a big one. But streaming has been helping with it.
Good.
People have been generally incredibly nice to me, which I'm getting better at accepting. Not great, but I'm getting there. It's progress. Progress is progress.
Exactly. You're closer to the moon, right?
It's so much. It's so much fun.
You're getting there.
But yeah, it's the whole like trying to work on it. I'm always going to be working on it, because that's how I would like to treat it, because there's always innovations, as we touched on earlier. There's so much happening on every side of content creation, no matter what platform you're on, that there's always a new thing coming out. There's always something, a new innovation, or a new widget you find, or a new filter, or like a new way to set up a bot. And And when you're kind of involved in this space, even in a small capacity, you end up stumbling across these things, and you just find a way to utilize them. I found so many ways to utilize some really weird things for no reason, and it's like, that's not how you're meant to use it. I was like, that's how I use it. I figured out how to use it that way, and that's my way of using it.
I like that. I recommend, just for anybody, especially, I don't know if you have heard of StreamerBot.
Mm-hmm.
You have
I
it?
love
Okay,
StreamerBot.
good. Because that thing changed a lot for me.
I have a StreamerBot set up for on most streams to have the, do you know the meme where it does the freeze frame?
Yes! Oh my god, I love that so much. I was obsessed when you'd
It's my favorite.
I low-key
People
want to
have-
steal that, but I just can't. I literally have no room for anything else on my stream. I've had to delete rewards and add rewards
I've had
and
to
delete.
do the same because fucking Lumia. I'm like, I've
We're the
used all
same,
my
Chad, we're the
slots.
same.
I've
Stream-
used all my slots. God damn it.
So it's streamer.bot, and it's essentially, it works for any platform that you stream on, and it's essentially a simplified version of code to connect every application you could ever hope and dream to be connected. So it's literally connected to my software for my VTuber. So it's connected to Watado, and it's connected to OBS, so it can do anything on OBS. It's connected to Twitch, it's connected to YouTube. It synchronizes and links everything, and you can set things up like a chain reaction. So when you guys redeem Rainbow's World, that is what's operating the cutscene to be so fucking hilarious when it interrupts my sentence. So that's what happens, and then it goes back. So it does everything. It's fantastic. So I recommend, if you stream, or even if you don't, you just want to fuck around with something, check out streamer.bot.
It's a really good program. Like, I use it. I've got so many other uses for it. I did at one point have it set up that chat could play the ocarina from Zelda on it.
Oh yeah, I've seen people do that.
It was really cool. Yeah, it was really cool, and I was like, I need to set that up again. God damn it!
Yeah,
'cause it
you
was
can
really
do
fun.
anything with it.
It's one of the coolest things because Zelda's kind of been one of my biggest.
I can
things,
tell
and
from
so
your
it's-
tattoo. You got a lot of cool video game tattoos I've seen.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of like.
I don't have a Zelda one
tattoos
yet,
and-
but I want one. Did I see a
I've
Bloodborne
got-
sigil on you, or is that?
Yeah, I've got the hunter's mark on
Let's
this. on here,
fucking
on my-
go.
yeah,
It's one of my favorite games.
World Ends With You, Last of Us, Bloodborne, Witcher. I've got a big Zelda Majora's Mask.
Oh
sleeve that
wow, cool.
I designed this as a stained glass window. It's very cool. I love that. I got it, and it's just so good.
Mine are just pixels right now. But
Yeah, well, my partner was commenting on them, going like, "I like the ones in the hands."
oh, these
So-
ones? Oh, well, technically,
Yeah.
so fun fact. So they're not actually on both of my hands, but because they're actually on both of my hands on my model, now I'm like, well, I have to get hand tattoos on my other hand. But my model is not up to date with how many tattoos I have in real life because I can't stop getting them. So, you know.
I want to get more. I actually have one I have to do because of a dumb incentive. But I have to get a shrimp on my ankle. But
That would be
that's-
so
that's
fucking
for-
cool. Shrimp, let's go.
It's so silly, but it's fun. But yeah, dumb question for you. What is
Perfect.
the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? I don't know how many people are going to get that reference.
I'm not Googling this.
Don't you? No, come on. African or European? God damn
What is
it.
that from? Oh, it's from
It's
Monty
from the Monty-
Python.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I only watched that once when I was in elementary school. For what reason?
Yeah.
I have no idea. They showed it to us in school. I have no idea why. I know some references, but that's not one.
It's one of the weirder ones.
I don't remember much. It's just a flesh wound.
So good.
I fought in your general direction. I just know like the really basic ones.
But a scratch. It's so good. It's so dumb. But yes, the actual question is from Dan Grinham. What advice would you give streamers that are time poor to maximize their limited streaming hours?
That they're what? I'm so sorry.
They are time poor. They do not have a
Oh,
lot of
time poor.
to stream.
Okay.
Yes.
I have audio. What is the word when you can't understand people? Like even if they're just speaking clear English, I need subtitles. I just need. I need. What is it called? There's a word. There's a phrase. What is it? Audio processing issues. Yes.
Delay.
that.
Oh yeah. The
Yes.
audio processing.
I have really hard times. I need subtitles. Anyways,
Don't bite my knee, you little shite. Sorry.
so as somebody who
He's on the footstool.
Feisty?
So he decided that my knee was chomp material. It's fine.
That's really funny. My cat doesn't care enough about me to bite me. She just comes in here for food and then she screams at me to let her out, and that's it. So, see, you're selective hearing. Yeah, that's what my mom would call it. Yeah, Goswar, what's up? Hi, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, see? That's why I put closed captions on my stream, because I get it. I empathize with all of you guys. So as somebody who I wouldn't say I'm time poor, because again, I typically stream 2 hours, but I can go, you know? I have the option to. I mean, will Mint be mad at me? Probably, but I can go. You know, he won't get that mad. But anyway, I have time. But still, it's drastically limited because I used to be unemployed. Let's go. One's in chat for the unemployed. Clap your hands. But I used to be unemployed, and I streamed 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week, and I quickly got burned out, but I don't recommend that.
Yep.
But either way, find the time, just find the time that works for you. I mean, don't worry if nobody shows up because it's some weird fucking time, because I remember I was streaming at like 3 a.m. my time. And people from Europe started showing up, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, all right, shit, cool. And I did meet somebody from Saudi Arabia by streaming in the wee hours of the night. So, I mean, there's somebody out there who's looking for a stream. And honestly, chances are that the time that you stream, not many other people may stream. So you either maybe stream for an hour. I mean, I stream it for 2 hours. That's my max. I try to keep it. But, you know, obviously Fridays are, you know, we give or take. But yeah, you just work with it the best you can, because chances are it's about consistency. If you can't really be consistent, that's a bigger problem. But say if you work the same shift, you just have less time, you can work with that as long as it's consistent. It's just consistency, it deals you more than a weird time would. But if you can be inconsistent, I mean, fuck it, just stream whatever the fuck you want, because it's not about how long, it's about, are you enjoying what you're doing? You know, are you having fun? You're playing a game that you usually would be playing when you're not live, so use that time to be live then. Share it with somebody else. So make the most of what you would typically do is whenever you can, because you never know what will come from it.
I'm on the side of I'm pretty inconsistent because of the type of care work that I do. I am agency, so I just get random shifts. My rota doesn't tend to line up very often, because I'm between different types of clients.
I see you, Rhythm. I see you.
I have a kinda time frame that I normally stream, but it sometimes wildly changes, and I just kind of do what I can when I can. Like sometimes I'll be streaming for like 4 hours, sometimes I've streamed for like 10 to like 12 just because I've been stuck into a game and I've got totally sideswiped. But you know, that just sometimes happens, but it doesn't happen constantly. But I like doing longer streams generally, but I do feel that maybe doing shorter streams, if you're looking to do other styles of content, would definitely be a better way forward. Instead of doing an 8-hour stream, do like a 3-hour stream and then curate your content for the other platforms. If that's a way you would like to maximize that amount of time. Because the way that the algorithm works is very strange, especially on Twitch, where your discoverability is really odd, so streaming for long periods of time doesn't always reap any kind of benefit.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, streaming 8 hours, all you're gonna do is reduce your, I mean, say if you're trying to get affiliated, you make your goals small. If you genuinely care about making streaming into something more, I mean, unfortunately, average viewership does play a big part. I wish it didn't, but it does. So if you really care about that having an effect, streaming for 8 hours a day, that's going to reduce, because your viewership is going to fluctuate during those 8 hours. So stream for shorter amount of times, see who you get in there for that amount of time, and that way you end the stream and everybody's still just hanging out, they're not like gone and came and went, and so it really depends on what your goal is with streaming. I mean, by all means, do whatever the fuck you want, but if you really would like to make something of it, then the shorter the better. And I made that mistake when I first started, let me tell you. Boy, did I.
Yep, if I'm hanging out with friends and things like that, I'll get carried away and end up doing a long stream. Or if I get really easily pulled into a game, especially when I've got like other people hanging about.
So I only have Twitch chat showing Rhythm, but I have an application open that combines YouTube and Twitch. So I see you. I know everything about you.
So I have to try and be responsible when it's like work days and stuff, but I'm like, I can push it to 1 a.m. It's fine.
That was me.
It's fine. I'm only working like 4 hours. It's okay. But
you make it work. You just make it work. As long as you're happy doing it, you're not doing anything wrong.
Exactly. Microaggressions against the YouTube. No.
No, it's because so I have an application that shows my YouTube chat as long as with my Twitch chat, but my stream just shows my Twitch chat. And so sometimes I get people from YouTube being like, "Oh, she doesn't know I'm here." Because they don't know, because they can't see. And I'm like, oh, I see you. I know where you live. So I just want to let everybody on YouTube know I can see you. I see your chat. We're kind of just hanging out. So everybody's getting shafted tonight.
Have you got another question, or would you like to start wrapping up? Since
that's up to you, because I know it is it late over there. So
I'm fine to keep going if you've got a couple of extra things, because I'm totally fine.
I will make some choices. So I do have a question from Swaggles. Give it up for Swaggles, everybody. Swaggles in the chat right now. Swaggles asks, what our timeline for visiting Brazil is. No, dead ass. That's really what they asked, but they ask other stuff. Really easy, quick and simple, hopefully, but it's never quick and simple when you got ADHD chat, you know this. What are your top 3 games? I'm gonna try to keep it, because I want to get to as many as possible. I'm gonna try my best to keep it short. My top 3 games, I want to say, number 1, you guys know it, I know it, we all been there. Outer Wilds, number 1 choice. If you haven't played it, please play it. I will be playing it next month again after 4 years of not playing it. They said it couldn't be done, but I'm doing it. It's fantastic. Best game ever. Number 2, I will say, damn. It's rough because I have so many favorites. Probably Animal Crossing. It's a game I grew up with. It's a game that's close to home. It's just, it makes me think of my mom. And I mean, it just occupies my time. It just sucks me in until I've done everything, because I time travel, chat. Don't yell at me, but I time travel because I literally never, everything now. I cannot wait. So, but I'm a veteran, so you can't scrutinize me. I've been playing it since GameCube. Number 3. Ooh, number 3 is where we get into dicey territory. I want to say it's either Bloodborne or BioShock. I cannot pick one, but I'm gonna have to, and I'm gonna. Ooh, yikes. Okay. I'm gonna say that my 3rd favorite game has to be, ooh, Jesus Christ. I said I'd make this quick, but this is not an easy question somehow. Okay. Hold on, no, chat, I'm seriously, I can't. Okay, we'll just say it's both. I love them both equally. They just have great environmental storytelling, just the plot sucks you in. the everything is beautiful and just it's so fun. It's so fun. So that's my list. I can't pick. Okay, Keto, you go.
Okay. All-time favorite is probably Majora's Mask. I absolutely adore that game because it's so dark. Comparatively, it's such an interesting game, and it's also the way it's played is such a weird concept that's never really been replicated properly, with the way it's like that kind of time constraint where the paths have to be repeated and changed and advanced. I don't think there's really been another game that's kind of pushed that same barrier. Second would be Bloodborne, easily. I absolutely adore that. It's kind of what got me into Souls-like. And then The Last of Us. I adore The Last of Us series because it's such a cinematic story, but for an odd one for the side of it, I love The World Ends With You. That is such an interesting game, and unfortunately never got the hype that it should have. It's a Square Enix game, but I played it on the DS and I loved it. Music was great, visuals were amazing, and it's just one of these games where it was so interesting because you actually had to play two games at once essentially, and the story was great. So I'm all for it. I've got the player's pin as the thing on my wrist. So
Cool. I knew I recognized that, and I only recognize it because Mint is a big Kingdom Hearts fan, and so it's adjacent to Kingdom Hearts, and so I was like, oh.
I just cut off what Super was.
I know, I was reading that too. I was trying not to laugh while you were yapping. Ball taste is kind of
ball
crazy.
Taste is, that's a crazy ass
crazy.
Oh, great.
That's interesting.
But yeah, no, that would be the two. That would be the two for third place, easily.
Do you have any more questions? There's like a really controversial question that he's like glazing over, chat. I bet.
There's actually a really interesting one here. That is, what are some things you wish you had done sooner?
Been diagnosed with ADHD.
Fucking
I wish I started streaming sooner, but I think I was right at the cusp, because I feel like I'm old as fuck for being on this platform. Like, I know, like, there's a lot of, I mean, Markiplier's 35, Ludwig is 30, I mean, Jacksepticeye is probably in his 30s too. I mean, like, we're all up there, but like, they're already set. They're good. They've been there. They've done that. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like I wish I could have gotten into it. But at the same time, I'm one of those weird people that's like, no regrets. So like, I feel like everything happened at the time that it was supposed to happen. And if it happened at another time, my life would be completely different. And I, wildly enough, am completely I'm not satisfied, but I'm content with where I'm at. And I'm happy that things happened the way that they happened. I mean, do I wish my parents were still alive? Yeah, but like, you know, like still, like everything causes everything else to happen. It's a domino effect. So I think I'm okay with the way things happened at the time that they did. What about you?
That's I do wish I had a bit more confidence in myself to start streaming when I originally wanted to get into creating content, but like yourself, it's like kind of the way it's played out now is probably the best way it could have played out, and I'm kind of happy with the progress that I'm making. Yeah, it would be nicer to make more progress quicker, but I ain't gonna rush it because then that just adds an unnecessary stress to it. So I'm happy with what I'm doing and who I've got around me because of when I started streaming. Because if I'd done it earlier, I would have fallen into so many different follower traps and stuff like that, the follow for follow and stuff. So
Yeah.
The fact that I didn't go into that is huge because I started a little bit later than I thought about it. So,
Or on the contrary, chat, you could fall into those traps and meet a person in Arizona that you just happen to fall in love with, and next thing you know, your hands are bleeding. So that's, you know.
you made an interesting sacrifice.
Yeah. It's not even, I'm not even kidding. I literally, the first Discord I came across that was a community like, grow your stream, I joined and I literally met my now partner of 5 years there. So, I mean, hey, you don't know, whatever feels right, you know, it could work out. But I recommend against it.
Answer Mint's fault. Aww.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I really like this one.
We'll catch you later, though. Swiggles.
Yes.
Bye for now.
Swoggles. Thanks for hanging
Swoggles?
out. Is it who's leaving? I missed everything. What happened? Where am I?
I think it was just Swoggles that's leaving.
Oh yes. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thanks for the question too. I hope you have a good rest of your day.
Yeah.
I will
enjoy
be
your
in
day.
I
Bye.
will be in Brazil at some point. At somewhere, you know. I'll be there.
Go, but never tell them.
Um
The ultimate power play.
So this is definitely completely off topic, and I love that. So WD Flyer, aka Flyer, as I know you, asks, "What does your ideal breakfast look like?" I love breakfast. It's one of my favorite meals. Oh, I have no idea because unfortunately I'm like one of those people who needs like a sampler platter of literally anything at any point because I can't make up my mind. I want like a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Like I can't settle on one flavor at one time. I need something salty, something sweet, you know? I don't know what that is. We're still working on that. But I ideally, and I'm gonna put this into layman's terms, the Grand Slam from Denny's. I've never eaten at Denny's in my life, but I'm gonna need scrambled eggs, bacon, sausage, pancakes, some toast with butter, and some hash browns, I think they're called. I could not think of what they were, but those like shredded potatoes that are nice and crispy. I need that.
Yep.
And I need a little bit of everything. All of it.
Yep.
Oh, biscuits and gravy. Oh, stop. No, I love that too. Add that into the mix. If I could get just a little bit of everything and like a small bowl of cereal, like specifically either Fruit Loops or Cinnamon Toast Crunch, I'd be good. But yeah, I
Big
unfortunately.
breakfast, please, Spectre. Tell me that that's a fucking. Please tell me that's the song reference.
Oh, so good. I love breakfast so much. Continental breakfast. My breakfast is the size of a continent.
Breakfast,
Yes.
Yeah, let's go, Spectre.
Let's hear
It's one
about-
of my favorite songs.
Let's hear about the Scottish breakfast.
I would have a proper fried Scottish breakfast, which is like French toast, black pudding.
What is black pudding?
Black pudding's
I
kind of
always
like,
thought that was like coagulated blood.
That's haggis.
Oh.
It's similar though.
Oh. Respectfully,
but it's made with more
ew,
oats and
brother.
stuff.
Ew.
It's slightly spicy and it's actually really nice if you have proper. Honestly, if you ever get the chance, try it. It's worth it. It's not that bad.
No.
It's not made that way as well.
So what is it though?
It's no longer made that way.
You said it was similar, but what is it?
Right. So I need to look up the specifics.
Oh,
of
I
black
ain't
pudding
looking it
now.
up. I don't want to throw up. I'm good.
It's a type of blood sausage. There you go.
Oh. Okay. So what is a blood sausage? Wait, black
It's
pudding.
It's basically like coagulated.
What the
kinda
fuck? Who? Oh.
It's good though. It's
Oh, I
slightly tangy,
googled it.
that's why
Oh,
I
I
like it.
googled it. Chat, I'm reading it. Beef blood, fat, cereal like oatmeal seasoned with herbs and spices. Full breakfast. Great. Awesome. Slightly spicy.
It's similar.
So it's worse. It's like evil chorizo.
Evil chorizo. Shit, that's a perfect.
That's what it is,
description.
chat.
I love it. Evil chorizo.
I love chorizo.
I'm gonna be ordering it as evil chorizo now. I love that.
Oh my god. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Oh yeah, white pudding is like stuffing, so that's pretty good.
Oh my
It's
god.
got raisins and
You know
stuff
what?
in it.
I will say though, y'all made shepherd's pie a thing. That was a thing you guys did. You were right on the money. If somebody's talking
Shepherd's
about
pie's
bald
good.
taste, shepherd's pie. I don't know what the fuck my okay, listen, my dad was Italian. Not Irish, not Scottish, not anything. Italian. Made the best shepherd's pie I ever fucking had. And I make it to this day. It's so fucking good. You guys were on
Shepherd's pie is great.
You guys were just making whatever the fuck was going on. You were just like, hey, we got this outside. What happened if we cook it and eat it? You know? The fucking backbone of society right there.
Yep. Potato scones. Gotta love tatty scones. Love tatty scones.
What is it?
They're called potato scones. They're
Okay.
like it's like thin compressed
Googling
potato
thin
and they're
potato scones.
scones. I love tatty
I
scones.
put potato scones near me. That is not what we are looking for. I'm about to get out and look. Oh, they look like naan bread. A
Kind
little,
of,
oh,
but
they're
it's-
like the scallion pancakes. A little bit.
Yes. Stovies are great. Stovies are good for when, but that's not really a breakfast thing.
Oh, they look great.
But there's a place near me that does.
You
they're
have the
called
scones
potato
near you.
scone. They're called tatty scone nachos,
Oh,
and it's
okay,
basically
yeah.
them with nachos. And I'm like, yep, this was a win. I've never had them before, but this was perfect. But yeah, I'd be a full like Scottish meal with like the Lorne sausage and fried egg, that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, that would be the standard. But
Ah, good. You covered all the
Yeah.
bases. I just
And
covered
all
like the field.
Just I have to have good coffee. Need coffee. Good coffee.
Do you
I love
like
my
black coffee or do you like
No.
it sweetened?
No, I like it sweetened.
Okay.
I don't like black coffee. I don't
Okay.
like tar.
You don't
Ramen
like tar,
noodle
but you
toast?
eat blood.
Yeah, it's different. There's iron.
I would rather eat gasoline. I would literally hook up my mouth to a cement truck before I consumed blood. I mean, even if you ever get a split lip and you taste your own blood, and
Yes.
who is like, yeah, I could get some more of that. What's up?
Apparently, Scottish people.
What's up? All right. Well, I've learned something new. I hate to be one of those people who's like ignorant to other people's culture, but you can keep that. I
You know what? That's fine. It's more for me.
respectfully, Scottish people are still white, so I can do it. I'm gonna have to shut that shit down. We're gonna have to just cut it off at the source. Keep the blood in the
Fair,
veins and just out of your sausages. That's
We have
it.
normal sausages as well, all right? It's not all that.
Yeah, okay, so if you do, then why don't you just fucking eat the normal ones? What is
'Cause,
stopping you? Am I crazy? Like, hey, two
well-
sausages, one's completely fucking normal and one has blood. Which one you want? I don't know. Fucking.
What's the phrase? Waste not, want not?
Okay,
not
but you
wasting anything.
it's not like it's all that's available to you.
No.
What did you just go to Costco, whatever the Scottish equivalent of Costco is, and just overbuy the blood sausages, and now you just have no choice but to just fucking down a blood sausage for every meal? You're trying to spare your money? What do I think of clowns? Well, I am one. I can't really, unless I have like some sense of like internalized racism against clowns, whatever that would be called, but no, I don't like real clowns, but I like the aesthetic of clowns, if that makes sense. Colorful,
Fair.
cute makeup. I like all the fun little things they've got going on. They got a lot of bells and whistles. I can get behind that. Your mom went to clown college? Okay, so I'm gonna need your mom's number. I'm kidding. No. Drop it in chat.
That
Don't
was
be afraid.
smooth. Okay. You got any other fun questions then?
Let me see. I'll do two more.
Sure.
That, because a lot of these cover similar things. Ooh, this one's a fun one. We'll save that one for later since we just covered food. Let's do. Oh, okay. Here's one. When are we going to Brazil? Sorry, that was a sixth question that was snuck up on me. Let me.
As a streamer, how many times and how many ways have you been asked? How are you going to Brazil?
I knew it was coming. That's what you asked for. Okay, this is a good one. Could be informative. What's the biggest things to consider when trying to? Oh, sorry. This is by Pastel Wings. Hello, Pastel. Thank you for your question. What is the biggest thing to consider when trying to maintain your privacy as a streamer or VTuber? Because getting doxxed, swatted. I mean, face revealed, all that shit it's applicable and no matter what you're doing. For me, and again, not sponsored, I use an app called Aura, and it essentially searches the internet for any private information, like your name, your address, emails, everything, and wipes the internet of it. It's a subscription, so it constantly, because unfortunately you can't just wipe it and it's gone forever because they'll find you. They'll fucking find you.
Find them, yeah.
But again, not sponsored. It's AURA. If anybody, and it's good with identity theft. So even if you don't stream, if you're nervous about, like, if you get weird emails or text messages or weird phone calls, I would recommend at least checking stuff out like that. But especially as a VTuber, I feel like I haven't done the greatest to keep myself private. Because
Speaking of which, hi Soph, someone who unintentionally actively doxed himself before they moved like 6 or 7 times.
Shit. Wow. As we live and breathe, a living example. But yeah, I would check out apps like Aura. I've heard of Delete Me, but I've never personally used it. If you guys are really serious about keeping your identity safe in any instance, and especially if you're streaming or a VTuber where you literally are keeping everything under lock and key, I would check into stuff like that. But also keep all your like personal accounts privated. I feel like that's the easiest thing. Definitely, this is something I didn't learn until recently. Do not follow your personal account with your stream accounts because it will show up as recommended when people follow you sometimes, or they will see, like, you know, if you share things or comment or anything. So just like, don't do that. But yeah.
On a similar note from that, because it's quite a weird one. So because of the privacy side of things for you, because VTubing and things like that, do you feel that limits you when it comes to like wanting to go to events and things like that?
Oh yeah,
'Cause
yeah. It sucks. I honestly, in chat, this is in my brain, so we don't know what's going to happen to it, but it's in my brain. I just thought of it today. I honestly have been thinking, because I've gone to conventions and everything, and I tell people, like, I'm going to convention next Sunday. So, like, easily, oh, what conventions are in Arizona next Sunday? Like, you can see I don't do a good job. But either way, I would love to be able to do like a mascot, like almost on the idea of like a fursuit. Okay, shout out to the furry community, love you guys. I would love to be able to make like a mascot head of my VTuber and be able to actually go to conventions and just kind of be like normal, aside from like essentially like a helmet that is my low poly head.
Chibi head.
Yeah, like a mascot.
That'd be great.
Initially,
That'd be
I was
great.
thinking of doing the whole costume, but I'm like, I don't even need to do that because I've seen furries just wear the head of the fursuit and just go out in cute clothes, and I'm like, I could do that.
Bubble ray. A bubble head. That'd
Yeah,
be great.
yeah. But yeah, I've thought of that because I would love to be able to go out and actually have people be like, oh my god, it's Ray. But there's also the fear because that some fucking troll is going to run by and like just blast that shit clean off my head, and there I am. Because I've gone out to conventions and I've dressed as my VTuber and I've just worn a mask. But I think the fucking head would be kind of cool, and it would give me a little project to do. Like,
yeah,
Yeah.
no, that would be really cool.
Yeah.
Because like you see a bunch of the VTubers go to conventions and things like that, and they're always wearing the face masks and stuff.
yeah.
But yeah, the bobblehead idea, that's a really interesting take on it. Because I know that a lot of VTubers do it because of privacy reasons, but then like they have to try and find some weird way to go around in conventions and things like that. Either they have to be completely incognito or they have to be like completely secluded from everyone, so then they're kind of missing out on the experience of the event. Which, yeah, is, as someone who doesn't really do that, I went to like TwitchCon once and it was amazing. I got to meet a bunch of wonderful people there, but I don't run into that same issue because that detail's already out there. So yeah, it was interesting to ask your perspective on it, because yeah, it's all about anonymity for a lot of them. So
Yeah, it definitely nerfs a lot of the experiences that I would otherwise like. Mint, for example, he wants to do a lot of IRL content because he likes to stream too. And we've been out like at Topgolf and he's like, God, I wish I could just stream this right now, but you're here. And it's like, you know, you can't really do that. So I think, and this is another possibility, and I'm only putting this out there, it means nothing, chat, and do with it what you will. I've often considered the option that once I reach a point where I've garnered like a decent following and I'm like set, like this is my life, this is my job now, like this is all I do. I've often considered doing what some VTubers do, like Miss Lala, for example, where she's her VTuber, but she also does IRL content, and people know her as both. And I've often considered like doing like just a reveal and being like, yep, this is me. Like sometimes you'll get low poly ray, sometimes you'll get all the poly ray, you know, like, so I've often considered that as an option, but it depends on the vibes at the time, and right now is not the time, so.
more than understandable. What about the fourth thing? VR, full VR ray incoming, yeah.
I've wanted to do that, like a VR chat meetup. I've wanted to do a VR chat meet and greet. I have to import my model to do that, and then I have to figure out how to do face tracking with a headset on my face. So those are two hurdles that have been literally hurdles for about 5 years now. So we don't know when that's gonna happen.
That sounds very awkward. Like I even tried to look at doing some rigging to try and help my partner, and I looked at it, I was like, I don't have the capacity for this. My brain hurts.
See, I've done VR quite a bit. I've had when it was an Oculus. I had one of the first Oculus when it was out, and now I have a MetaQuest Pro that I've used like 2 times, and it's been sitting in the box next to my PC. So it's there. We have the technology. It's just I haven't done anything about it. So, but I would love to do that. So know that it's in my brain, and that's it.
I think it's both equally liberating being anonymous as it is everyone knowing what you look like and who you are. Fair, it can be, yeah.
I think
it can be.
You're free from, because for me, especially being a K-pop fan, and I don't know if anybody else has experienced this, if they liked K-pop, but I began to get very self-conscious about my appearance. Like I felt like I started holding myself to ridiculous beauty standards, because South Korea is the plastic surgery capital of the world. Like they literally will get plastic surgery in high school. So seeing all these like perfect looking people for so long and following them, I was like, oh my God, I have to look like that too. So I got in my head a lot about it. And so being anonymous allows me to not have to think about how I look, like how my hair looks, how my makeup looks, how my clothes look. Like I can just kind of just jump on after work, and like I don't have to prepare for it. Because when I did face cam, I had to set up my green screen, I had to do my hair, I had to do my makeup. I was like always checking myself in like my side monitor, like how do I look? And it was just like, it was like an obsession. Like I have like really bad body dysmorphia and everything like that. So it was just getting to me. And so a VTuber was kind of like a middle ground where you can see something on the screen, but I don't have to think too much about like all the shallow, you know, aesthetics of it. So.
Yeah, my experience was literally for the opposite of like I was trying to get over body dysmorphia, and it's kind of helping.
Good.
But that's why I do face cam. It's why I do, as I get called all the time by all my VTuber friends, a flesh tuber, which is definitely a great phrase for it. But yeah, I done it to try and boost that confidence, but I can understand it being the other way around, because that just seems like it seems like such a task, just trying to keep on top of that all the time.
I think if it ever were to come out, like my actual identity and everything like that, I would probably just embrace it, because what else can you do at that point? So I think it would kind of be, if it does happen, then it was meant to happen, and I'll take it as a blessing in disguise, you know? But that doesn't mean, oh, everybody get on their computers and Google everything and try to figure out, you know, like, just be chill, guys. Be chill. Just chill.
Please be chill.
I trust you guys, though.
Respect. Give some respect, please. But yeah, we can call it there, because that's been 3.5 hours.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But is there anything else that you would like to add before we head off? Because this was actually been great. It's been a good excuse to get to know you a bit more as well.
I would like to just be forthcoming with my thoughts during this. Is I am very comforted by the fact that you share so many similarities with me, because again, being an oldie child, I grew up without having somebody who it was like seamless, like, oh my God, you get it, you understand.
Yep.
So it's very refreshing to know that we were right. we gel, we get it. So
I'm glad I reached out for this, because after seeing like just how you reacted with the community and things like that, I was like, I need to chat to them more. They seem like such a good person, and I feel that they'd have really good views on things, so we'd have a good conversation about it. And I was right. This has been fun.
Yeah.
This has been really fun.
Oh yeah, we could even get away with another one at some point, honestly. I mean, you guys submitted so many questions, and I really thank you so much for that. I should have known that we would have been yapping for longer periods of time, so the less the better, but at the same time, like, we can definitely come back to these at any time. And thank you guys so much for like hanging out, because I was nervous, because I'm like, I always feel like I'm not doing enough to entertain people. That's my curse. And so I'm like, what am I going to do without a game happening? Like, I think people are just going to be so bored. But you guys were like invested, and thank you for that.
Real talk, I was totally fine until about 20 minutes before, and I started shitting myself for no reason. But
it's true. I saw the shit. I saw.
It was everywhere.
Actually, that might have been a blood sausage, but what do I know? He was sneaking one, trying to fit one in before the stream. Really, it's getting the blood pumping down his esophagus. Wait, well, all right. I'm gonna shut up before I. Anyways.
Nice.
Anyways.
But no, this was really fun. Everyone, please go and follow Ray. This was fucking great fun. I really enjoyed this.
Yes, and likewise, you guys make sure to follow Keto. He's super fun. If you guys love what I got going on, he's essentially like the other side of things, like even more things that you wouldn't even know.
Thank you so much for the follow. I just honestly, please go follow. It's been fun. I'm really glad. If you have any other topics and stuff you want to talk about, we can set up another one of this easily.
Absolutely.
Yeah, watch the rest of it when it's not 3 a.m. That's probably smart stuff.
This is when we run into the time poor stuff.
I'm totally fine with it.
We'll just have to speed run it. Just ask a question and give an answer and go. Oh my god.
But no, this was great. Thank you very much. I will let you go, and I will head off myself. But thank you again
Yeah,
so much.
thank you, Keto.
Thank you to your community as well for submitting awesome questions. This
Absolutely.
was great. I will see you next time. Okay.
Take care. Have a good night.
Bye.
Goodbye. Okay, chat. Thank you so much for being super chill. You guys are awesome. I did not know what to expect. I took 2 shots way too early on because I had a hard time answering those first few questions. But thank you so much again. If you'd like to be a part of the community and you liked what was going on here, please join the Discord if you're over the age of 18. That is, please. But I'm also on YouTube and everything, and there's a community there for anybody who's not yet 18. But thank you so much. I am gonna raid out really quick so we can show somebody else some love. What if I raid Keto Chat? What if no? I just want to show somebody some love. I think we're going to raid. Let's raid. Grab's doing some just chatting, and he's learning some Spanish, and I feel like you guys could vibe with that. You guys all for teaching somebody some Spanish, and for some of you some Portuguese. We're gonna raid him and say hello and see what's going on, and learn some Spanish. I think I need some of that, because that's just one step towards Portuguese if I'm gonna be in Brazil. But thank you guys again. I hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you guys on Sunday for some Skyrim. It'll be fun. And eventually we're gonna have to do some Skyrim with crowd control, because that sounds like a banger of a time. But anyway, take it easy, everybody. Take care of yourselves, love yourselves, respect yourselves, all that jazz. I will see you guys on Sunday, and let's show Brab some love, all right? Bye, guys! Have a good weekend, everybody. Goodbye. Oh, Force, what's up? I'm so sorry I'm leaving. Bye. Oh, no. Thank you so much for 28 months. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you, Force. Thank you. I love you.